Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
Broadcast crew is ready in the Doc and Norm Direct broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball is brought to you by Animal Medical Center of Jefferson City, Avon with Michelle Carty, Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Christopher Scott, Farmers Insurance, Doc and Norm Direct, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving, LLC, Hoslog Landscaping and Design, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, River Oak Christian Academy, Sawdust Studios, State Tech of Missouri, and Walk Off Wood Bat Company. The excitement is building in the stands, and the tension is rising in the dugout as first pitch is just around the corner. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball on the Renegades Radio Network and the Show Me Sports Network. Now let's go live to the field to the Doc and Norm Direct broadcast booth.
Finally, some Renegades baseball after 3 days off. It looks like we're going to get a baseball game in tonight after 3 straight days of nothing but rain and off days. I'm Ben Schmidt. Joining me tonight on the broadcast will be Ashley Carty. Thanks for tuning in on the Show Me Sports Network for a matchup between the Jefferson City Renegades and the Joplin Outlaws. So when the Renegades last took the field on Wednesday, it was honestly one of the fastest baseball games I have ever seen. A 2-1 final score in 11 innings. Thursday was a scheduled off day before both Friday, a home game against the JC Legends, and Saturday, an away game against St. Joe, were both rained out. So now let me bring in Ashley here joining me on the broadcast. Ashley, nice to finally have some baseball going on.
I know. I'm so excited. Hopefully this rain holds off, though, tonight for us.
We are pushed back just a little bit due to some rain about an hour or so ago, but it looks like now with the umpires meeting at the mound, we're finally about ready to go. Nice job by the players, too, helping out tonight on the field.
Agreed. They did a great job getting it all cleaned up and ready to go for us after they had to pull the tarp off.
So as we get ready to go, I'm going to give the starting lineups real quick before we get to the national anthem in just a moment. I'll start with the Joplin Outlaws. Leading off and playing second base will be Caden Bressler, batting second at short. Liam Bailey. Batting third, Michael Long. And in the cleanup spot at catcher, Max Bruff. Batting fifth for the Outlaws. In center is Carson Carpenter. And in the sixth spot, the first baseman, Cade Lott. Batting seventh is Sam Fagon, the left fielder. In the eighth is Cody Min, the designated hitter. And rounding it out in right field, the ninth spot, Matt Woodmansey. And pitching on the mound for Joplin tonight is Jack Kelly. We'll switch over to the Renegades lineup real quick as we're getting ready to go. Leading off in center will be Adonis Forte. Batting second at second base will be Colby Otts. The number 3 hitter and the designated hitter for the Renegades is Ty Wilmsmeyer. And in the cleanup spot at first is Carter Mize. Shortstop in the 5th spot is Taylor Hopkins with Brennan Perkins in left field batting 6th. In the 7th spot is Jack Matosek in right field. Third baseman Levi Masalowski, bats 8th and 9th, and catching is Joe Hirschler. And the pitcher tonight for the Renegades is Braden Boyer. So those are your starting lineups as we are just about ready to go. Should be an exciting matchup. And with that, we will head to break and be back in just a minute or two for some Renegades baseball. Make sure to stay with us on the Show Me Sports Network. Back in just a moment.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
MoX Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX Dock and Norm Direct.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
River Oak Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, River Oak Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. River Oak Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day programs. To find out more about River Oak Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, walk-off wood bat company bats are made with premium grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Back and just about ready to go for first pitch here at Vivian Field between the Renegades and the Joplin Outlaws, as the Renegades have taken the field as Braden Boyer is currently throwing his warm-up pitches. So just to give a little bit more of a background information on these two teams before we get going, Renegades, like I said, their last game on Wednesday evening at home here at this ballpark against Sedalia, where they lost 2-1. Ashley, you think we see the Renegades score more than one run tonight?
I hope so. Fingers crossed, and I hope we can get it done in 9. I'm tired of extra innings.
A couple extra inning games in a row for the Renegades here, especially here at home at Vivian Field. Let's look a little bit at Joplin. Joplin a couple days ago beat the Sedalia Bombers 7-4, then coming back for a 7.5-hour nail biter between the Joplin Outlaws. Excuse me, not 7.5 hours, 7.5 inning nail biter where they lost to the Mudcats 11-10.
Ooh.
Plate has just been cleaned. We've got a good ones on our hands, I think, tonight, Ashley.
I think it's going to be a good game. Hopefully this rain just stays a couple sprinkles. That's doable.
It does feel a little bit. It's very hot and sticky, but you're right. I do feel a little bit of sprinkles. I thought we were through it, but if you do look out, there is some darker clouds out there, so hopefully it stays away.
Leading off for the Outlaws, number 6, Caden Wrestler.
All right, well, we are just about ready to go now for this one. First batter has stepped in for the Outlaws, and at just about 7:19 p.m., just a little bit of a delay here tonight, we are ready to go for Renegades baseball. Boyer on the mound into his windup and sends it home. First pitch is low, ball to Caden Bressler, second baseman. Bats from the left side here for the Outlaws to get this one started. Back into the wind for Boyer and brings it loose.
Ooh.
This one does catch the outside corner. Really nice location there to get the outside on what I think was a fastball, even things up at 1-1. Boyer working quickly from the lineup and brings home the 1-1. This one will miss down and away. Skips just above the dirt. Nice block there by Hirschler. Grabs that one, and that'll make it a 2-1 count on the leadoff hitter.
Not going to lie, this breeze coming in. I think that'll help us out a lot tonight.
Absolutely.
As far as hits, no, but us in the stands feeling a little better.
This one is hit high in the air into foul territory. Couple Renegades going after it, and that one is going to hit the fence. Really no play there as both Meslowski and Hopkins went over to try and grab that one. Neither really had a play, and that one hits the fence to even it up at 2-2 apiece. Boyer wearing number 9 tonight from Columbia College sophomore. Looking to work deep into this ball game. Couple nice starts in a row now for Renegade starters. We'll see if Boyer can continue the trend. 2-2 now, looks in, will wind and bring it home. This one is swung on, off the fist, out to shortstop, and it's going to fall just in between the third baseman and shortstop.
Looks like
Wrestler makes a wide turn and will stay at
Levi
first.
must have got his foot stuck under him there, stuck in a little hole, it looks like.
It was a very interesting play as Meslowski, like you said, the third baseman, kind of got stuck in the ground and went down to a knee, and Hopkins really never had a chance at the shortstop position to go over and make that catch, and it just fell right in between them for what's going to be a leadoff single. Will go as an infield single. Like I said, both the third baseman and the shortstop not playing too close together, so once Meslowski fell down, it was really no play for either of them. Quick pick over to first. Back in time is Bressler. As Bressler takes his lead at first base, Liam Bailey, the shortstop, will step in, this time batting from the right side. Right-handed hitter will wait as Boyer now works out of the stretch. This one is just outside. That'll be a ball 1. We'll see if Joplin has any indication to try and get Bressler on the move. Not a huge lead. Now it takes just about a couple steps forward, not going here. This pitch is once again outside. Horschel had to extend off to his right to grab that one from going to the backstop, and that'll bring things to 2-0. Sunday Night Baseball here at Vivian Field, just underway. Runner on first, no outs. As this pitch is once again way off the outside and very quickly 3-0, in danger of letting the first two batters of this game go on for the Outlaws as Braden Boyer looks to work around it. Bressler, the second baseman and leadoff hitter, reached on an infield single as this one is a called strike, the first of the at-bat to Bailey. Bressler now 4 pitches, still at first base, has not really taken a huge lead, probably not going to look to go here. Quick throw over to first, but Bressler back in very easily, standing up. Bailey now back into the batter's box as Boyer looks in. He's got what he likes and sets at the belt, ready to bring home the 3-1. This one is swung and fouled off to the right side, and that'll get out of the play. So now, after being behind 3-0, Boyer's worked this thing back to a full count.
Hey fans, when you return those foul balls to the entrance tent, you'll have a chance to spin the big wheel and win a prize. Don't forget to return those foul balls.
Boyer checks the runner Bressler. He leads off first base. Has not gotten real big leads at any point in this at-bat. Reached on an infield single to get things started. And full count. He is not going. This one is swung and hit down the right field line. That one is curving foul, and there's going to be no play as it got over the fence and out of play. No play there from Matisek running down that right field line, and we'll stay at full count. After running about halfway to first base, Bailey now back towards the batter's box. Once again, we'll do the 3-2 pitch. Going to be the 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up. No one out in the top of the first inning. Jeff City at 2-3 on the season, looking to move back to 500 after they were 2-2. This pitch is swung on and once again fouled off to the right side, and we will have to do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Big battle here in this one between both Bailey and Boyer. You are right, Ashley. That breeze is definitely nice from what's been a very hot and sticky all afternoon.
Yes, it is super duper muggy here at Vivian Field tonight.
Quick throw. They
got him
are going to get him at first base. They caught Bressler leaning there. You saw it before I did, Ashley, and that was an excellent pickoff move by Boyer. Really heads-up awareness there as Bressler was farther off of first base than he was at any point in that at-bat. So now with one out, 3-2, here it comes. Called strike 3 at the knees. Bailey thought it was low. Umpire rung him up. And in the blink of the eye, you go from 3-0, runner on first. And now no one on with 2 outs as that'll be a called strike 3 looking. Excellent turn of the events for Braden Boyer, the Renegade starting pitcher. Gets the pickoff of Bressler at first base and then gets Liam Bailey on the call strike 3. So that'll bring up Michael Long, the third baseman. Boyer now back into the windup. First pitch is grounded back up the middle. Shortstop over to get it, and long throw over to first is in time, and nicely done for Boyer.
What a way to clear out of that inning.
Absolutely, what a way to end that inning. So as he gets 3 batters all in a row, we'll now head to break. Renegades coming to the plate. They look to take the lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Back now for the bottom of the first inning here at Vivian Field. 0-0 our score as starter Braden Boyer only had to face the minimum after a pickoff and then a strikeout and a groundout. So Ashley, after it had the first runner on and then 3-0, great work by the Renegade starter to face only 3 batters that inning. As now we head to the bottom of the first inning, the 3 due up for the Renegades will be Adonis Forte, center fielder, as he looks at the first pitch for a called strike. And then following Forte will be Colby Ott and Ty Wilmsmeyer, the DH, bats third. Carter Mize, if any of them reach. Adonis Forte bats from the left side, playing center field today for the Renegades. That one will skip in there, even things up at 1-1.
Is this his first game with us?
If not, Wednesday might have been. I don't know if he played Wednesday. He was here on Wednesday, but I do not remember if he got into the game. New addition to this Renegades roster, Forte from Rockhurst. Swings and fouls this one off the net, make things 1-2. Yeah, Forte, a freshman, plays at Rockhurst and from Omaha, Nebraska.
That sun's coming back out, and it's going to make it nice and humid again.
Absolutely, especially with it pointing right in our face as we're right behind home plate. 1-2 on the way. Is swung on and ground to the right side. Over to get it is the first baseman. Long throw to the pitcher. And they're going to rule Forte out at first base. Great hustle up the line by Forte. And his lot moved to his right to field that ball. He threw to Kelly on the run. It was a bang-bang play at first base, but Forte was out. You have to give credit to Forte, though. He was moving it up the line and made that a close play.
That was very, very close. Hard to tell from over here.
Do want to preview tonight's starting pitcher for Joplin. It is Jack Kelly, wearing number 28, and gets the first batter to ground out to start his evening. So nice start for him. And then gets Colby Ott to swing through that one to start the at-bat. 0-1 to the Renegades' second baseman. Kelly now back on the mound, pitches from the windup. Ott waves the bat just over his right shoulder. This one is swung out and lined out to the right center field gap. Both outfielders chasing after it, and that's going to get over the head of the right fielder. Ott on his way to second base. He'll stroll in there, and that's going to be a one-out double as Ott got over the head of the right fielder, Woodmansey. And that'll be a one-out double for the number 2 hitter for the Renegades. Nicely done taking that one out to right field.
That was a nice, solid hit he had there.
That ball, when it first left the bat, continued to slice and eventually got over the head of the right fielder, took one hop off the wall, and it was an easy stroll into second base for Colby Ott, his first hit of the night. Now the Missouri product, Ty Wilmsmeyer steps in, DHing tonight. Played outfield most of the season for the Renegades. Looks at a strike one there to begin his at-bat. Wilmsmeyer, a junior, listed as both the pitcher and the outfielder from Springfield, Missouri. He'll now have a chance to drive in a run as Ott takes his lead off second base. 0-1 is swung on and missed. Wilmsmeyer kind of took an awkward swing at it. That one was in the dirt, and that'll make things 0-2. Wilmsmeyer now back into the box as Ott, after the one-out double, takes his lead at second base.
He's taking a pretty good lead out there. Nobody's really covering him, so.
No, you're right. We'll see if Ott has any indication of being on the move here. Doesn't go. That one is up and in, and that'll make things 1-2. No, but you're right. Not a huge hold by Bressler on Ott at second base, so he has been able to get a pretty decent-sized lead. Maybe with one out, you try and put him in motion here, but would be a tough steal at third. Pitch on the way is outside, and that'll even things up at 2-2 to the the Renegades number 3 hitter, University of Missouri hitter Ty Wilmsmeyer. Donning number 24 as the Renegades wear their white jerseys tonight. Couple looks back towards second base, and now brings it home. This one is grounded deep in the hole, takes
right
a wild
the third
hop,
baseman's arm.
and that'll leave Wilmsmeyer to be safe at first base. Funny hop there as it went right off the third baseman, as you said, and it led to Wilmsmeyer just being able to trot right over into first. That'll go as an infield single. And now, after the last 2 Renegades batters have reached, that'll lead to a big opportunity for some damage here by the cleanup hitter, Carter Mize. First baseman for the Renegades. Does a cool little spin of the bat there as he gets to step into the box.
His brother also had a very cool pre-hit dance last season when he joined us.
Look back towards Ott, dancing off of second base, really getting in the pitcher's head. Now the pitch.
Little high for ball 1.
Good take there by Mize. You have to like what you see out there out of Odd. He's kind of dancing off at second base. Looks to be getting in the head of Kelly a little bit.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
1-0 pitch now on the way.
Ooh.
That one looked off speed and just a little bit low. That had some movement on it, but it fell just below the knees of Mize, and that makes things 2-0. Renegades have runners on first and second, double by Ott to right field, and then the infield single on a wicked hop for Wilmsmeyer. And now a chance for Mize to do some damage. Waits on the 2-0 pitch.
Ooh, that hit
That
it.
one, you're right, that's going to get him, and that is going to load the bases for Taylor Hopkins. Trouble early now for the Joplin Outlaws.
The ice cream is melting. It's hot outside. Go ahead and get it right behind this set of bleachers. We got Dwayne and Blake serving it up, so go get it while it's cold. Thank you.
We got the Taylor Hopkins cheering squad with us again tonight.
Big opportunity here for Hopkins.
1 out, coming out swinging with a big old foul ball.
That ball was hit incredibly high in the air, but also incredibly foul over everyone off to the left side. Hopkins, the shortstop for the Renegades, wears number 19 and bats from the right side. He's got 3 Renegades runners out there looking to drive him in. This one bends out of the zone, even things up at 1-1. Hopkins from William Woods, freshman, waits on the 1-1. That one is low. Makes things 2-1. Hopkins now ahead in the count.
Ooh, with only 1 out, this could get a little dangerous for Joplin out there.
Absolutely. Jack Kelly, the starting pitcher, not great with the control early. Swing and a miss here. I think he got a piece of that one, but was fouled directly into the glove of Bruff. Now everything's up at 2-2. Big pitch coming up here. Is I'm sure if you're Joplin, you'd prefer not to go full count. Looking to get the batter Hopkins right here. Pitch on the way is swung on a miss. Big strikeout. Non-productive out there as Hopkins will have to trot back to the dugout after the strikeout swinging. And that'll mean a 2-out opportunity now for Brennan Perkins, the left fielder.
For the Renegades, representing Truman State University, Brennan Perkins.
Perkins now steps in. Renegades bases loaded with 1 out, but after the strikeout, looking at a chance at nothing here.
Ooh, that was well above his head.
Absolutely.
Coming in for ball 1. Man, that line at the ice cream's getting real long, so I bet that's going to taste so good today.
Absolutely. Real incentive for fans to come out to the ballpark on Sundays. Grab some free ice cream. Pitch is swung out and hit out to left field. Should be a play there. Left fielder has got it, and that will end the inning. So the Renegades load the bases with only 1 out, but after the strikeout and the flyout to left field, they get nothing. So each team gets base runners on in the first inning, but no runs come around to score, and that'll lead us to a 0-0 score. We're heading to the second inning. Stay with us on the Show Me Sports Network. Be right back.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Back now just in time for the top of the second inning. As that break in between innings went by a little bit fast, and that will be a ball one to start the at-bat for Max Bruff, the catcher, leads things off for the Outlaws in the top of the second inning. Taking the hill is Braden Boyer after facing just 3 batters in the top of the first, is now leading things up at 1-1 to the Joplin catcher after a foul ball on that pitch. Sun now continued to come out from those clouds out in right field, making it very, very hot and humid, especially for us behind home plate.
Very.
1-1 the count. Boyer into his windup and brings it home. Swung on and grounded slowly back out to shortstop. He's got it. Throw over to first is in time as Hopkins makes the play over to Mize, and 3 pitches in, out number 1 for the Renegades. Nicely done defensively as Hopkins moved in, fielded that one, and threw on the money to Mize to get Max Bruff to start off this inning.
I just pulled up the Joplin roster, and they have quite a few out of state, like far out of state players on their team this year.
That's very interesting because at least with us, with the Renegades, there are some out of state, but a lot of at least closer to Missouri. But I've not gotten the chance to look at the full Joplin roster, so that's pretty interesting. As Carson Carpenter now steps in, center fielder today for the Outlaws. Took strike 1 to begin his at-bat. Now Boyer back into the lineup, brings home the 0-1. That one will nab the outside corner. Great location there for strike 2. Carpenter will now give 1 bat swing. Now waves it above his left shoulder as he waits for the 0-2. Boyer brings it home. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Dominant at bat there is good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night on 3 pitches and a strikeout. Second strikeout of the evening in just an inning and 2/3 for Renegade starter Braden Boyer. Got a strikeout looking to the second batter, Liam Bailey, and then gets strikeout swinging there to Carson Carpenter as he's off and running here, looking to face his 6th batter and get his 6th out here tonight. That'll bring up Cade Lott, first baseman, right-handed batter. First pitch of the at-bat on the way is swung on, hit out to right field. Going back is the right fielder, and that's going to get over his head and off the wall. Making the turn on his way to second. He is going to stop there as getting the ball back in is Matusek. And that'll be a 2-out triple for Cade Lott, hitting that one off the wall.
Double.
That'll be a double.
Coming to bat for the Outlaws, Sam Bacon.
Nicely hit ball as that one just continued to carry and carry as Matusek went back on that one. Banged hard off the wall, and luckily for them, didn't kick away far enough for Lott to get all the way to third base, but still a 2-out RBI opportunity. Sam Fagones now steps in. Lott takes his lead at second base. Not a huge lead. Ott shades him a little bit towards the bag and now goes back to second. As Boyer will step off and fake a throw to second base. Obviously nothing going to happen with no one on the bag. And now with a runner in scoring position, Horstor's going to go out and talk to him, try and settle him down, and not let a 2-out RBI come around and score. Fagone wears 21, playing left field today. Quick amount meeting there.
Arkansas.
From Arkansas.
Yep, so that's not too far.
No, not at all.
Pretty close to Joplin down there.
Back into the batter's box. Ott now playing a little bit closer to second base. Takes a few steps away now as Boyer looks in for the sign. Now glances back towards second base. Checks again and now brings home the first pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, hit foul down the right field line, and that one's getting out of the play for the first strike of the at-bat. Boyer had an eventful top of the first inning where he let the first batter get on an infield single and then was behind a 3-0 to the number 2 hitter, Liam Bailey, before picking off Bretzler at first base and then coming all the way back to get a strikeout. So was 1 pitch away from first and second, nobody out, and then ends up getting out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down. Now looking to strand a runner out at second base here, 0-1 on the way. Swung on and grounded over in between short and third. There's going to be no play, but now they've got the runner too far off second, and they're going to make the tag to end the inning. Heads up play there by Hopkins. Taylor Hopkins realized he had no play at first and caught Lott too far off of second base to get the out.
Cheering crowd loved that.
Absolutely, and that will finish the inning for us. So another scoreless inning for Braden Boyer. We'll head to break. Be back in just a second.
River Oak Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, River Oak Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. River Oak Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day programs. To find out more about River Oak Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, walk-off wood bat company bats are made with premium grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
Back now for the bottom of the second inning. I'm Ben Schmidt. Thanks for joining me tonight on the Show Me Sports Network for Renegades baseball between the Renegades and the Joplin Outlaws. First batter of the inning will be Jack Matusek, and he fouls this one straight back into the net for strike one. Umpire goes back to grab that foul ball after no one went to get it. And now we're ready to go for the second pitch of the at-bat. As Jack Kelly, after loading the bases with only one out in that top of the first inning, was able to work around it with no damage done. As this pitch will be in there for the strike two on the Renegades right fielder. Pitch on the way is called strike. So, excuse me, sorry for the mistake. Not two strikes on that one.
Here you go, Donna. I'm up here today. Oh, great.
I thought that first pitch was fouled back, but as I was looking down, it was actually just off the catcher's glove. So after the swing and miss there, it's 2-2 once again. I'm sorry for the confusion.
2-2.
I was doing too many things at once, but now we've got a 2-2 count. So.
Sorry, I had to take an ice cream.
Oh, absolutely. Take advantage of it. 0-0 our score here in the bottom of the second inning. Renegades will have Matusek, Maslowski, and Horschler, the three batters due up this inning. It's swung on and missed here. Ball is hung on to, and that'll be a strikeout swinging second of the day for starter Jack Kelly. So after falling behind 2-0, Kelly comes all the way back to get a couple strikes swinging and looking, and will get his second strikeout of the day. As that'll bring up Levi Maslowski, Renegades' third baseman today, made a attempt at that ball that ended last inning when he wasn't able to get it shortstop. Taylor Hopkins grabbed it and made the heads-up throw to second base. As Maslowski swings to that one, that'll make it 0-1.
That was a big swing for him out there.
Absolutely. 0-1 on the way is swung on and lined back up into center field. Nicely hit ball right there by Maslowski as that one got past the shortstop Bailey and into left center field for a one-out single. So runner on first base and a runner on for the second straight inning for the Renegades. We'll see if they can bring him home this time.
Joe Hirschler.
Now our catcher, Joe Hirschler, is up to bat. He has a pretty good cheering squad here since this is his home high school field.
That's got to be fun for him to come back and play here after graduating as he hits from the 9 spot today, looking to advance that runner. Looks at ball one here in the dirt. Now, Ashley, how many seasons has Hirschler been with the Renegades?
This is his first season with us.
Nice. Takes a called strike here. Really nice off-speed there. Kelly brought that one in. Hirschler did not take the bat off his shoulder, and that'll even things up at 1-1. As after Hirschler bats you with one out, we'll turn it back over to the top lineup for Forte. Hirschler takes strike two there. Two really nice back-to-back off-speed pitches. After falling behind 1-0, Jack Kelly has now come back to get ahead of the Renegades catcher. Taking his lead off first base, Mizlowski, not a big lead at all. Kelly now steps off the mound here. Mizlowski is held on at first base by Lott for the Outlaws. Just about 2 steps or so, maybe 3 now with one more off of first base, not going anywhere.
Ooh, that was a high pitch.
Yes, it was, and Hertzler took it. That'll even things up at 2-2. I think we're finally starting to get some luck here. Sun's finally starting to set behind those trees. That one's outside. Everything's up at full count, so hopefully it'll start to get a little bit cooler here at the ballpark.
Fingers crossed. This ice cream sure is helping out.
I'm sure. 3-2 now. We'll see if Renegades have any inclination to put the runner in motion and try and stay out of a double play here. Infielders play straight up on both sides of second base. This one is going to be fouled off, and we'll do it again full count in just a moment. 1 out in the bottom of the second inning, 0-0 our score. Each team with a couple of hits, but no one able to come around yet. Renegades were the closest, having bases loaded in the first inning with only 1 out, but a strikeout and a ground out ended that inning. 3-2 on the way. This one is lined out to right field. That's going to get into right field for a base hit. Going station to station, Mizlowski moves up to second base. And after falling behind in the count, nice battle there by Herschel to line that one out to right field for a base hit.
Ooh, that breeze is back.
From Omaha, Nebraska.
That would be a nice addition to our broadcast if that can stick around for most of the night. We'll turn things back over to the top of the lineup for the Renegades. It'll be Adonis Forte, who grounded out to first base in the first inning, but really hustled up the line and almost beat it out for what would have been a pretty incredible infield single. We'll see if he can do some damage here. We're now 2 runners on, that being Mizlowski out at second, and now the catcher Herschler takes his lead at first. Herschler not being held on. First baseman plays just in front of him.
Sorry, that was dramatic. That was a foul ball right back at us.
I don't blame you. There's a net, and I still flinched. That one was hit right at us.
You didn't make noise. Nobody knows that you flinched since we're not on a video broadcast.
Yeah.
Everybody heard me scream.
Forte got a lot of contact on that one, but felt it directly back off straight in front of us.
Ooh,
Takes that one low. Forte batting from the left side. If he can get on or even just keep this inning going, it'll be Colby Ott on deck, who doubled in his first at-bat, moved up to third, but did not come around to score. 1-1 pitch now as both runners take their leads. This one is swung on and fouled off to the right side. And Forte now in a 1-2 hole, which is exactly what he was in his first time up before he grounded out to first base.
Maybe it'll have a different outcome this time.
I'm sure the Renegades are hoping so. Renegades in a little bit of a drought here on offense. In their last 2 games, they have scored just 4 runs in 18 innings of play.
Oh, my goodness.
1-2 now the count. Quick look at second base and the pitch. Swung and hit off to the left side
hard.
foul. Did get a lot of wood on that one, but
Took that right to the dugout. Hope his friends were paying attention in there.
From what I can see, it looks like most of the Renegades are up on the railing, so I think they had enough time to react to that one. His umpire now asking for a few extra balls here. We'll do the 1-2 pitch over again here in just a moment to the Renegades leadoff hitter, Adonis Forte. Have to double check, but like we were mentioning earlier, this may be Forte's first action with the team. Just arrived a few days ago. Not sure he got into that game on Wednesday.
I don't think he did, because I saw him at dinner afterwards, and I did not recognize him.
Looking to do some damage here with his new squad. 1-2 on the way. Is swung and grounded. Once again foul.
To the other dugout this time.
He's trying to take out both squads here. That one looked like bounced off the dugout, or maybe one of the players.
I know. I think somebody tried to stop it with their hands. I don't know why we think that's a good idea.
Did not work out well for him as Renegade's first base coach had to go over and get it off the ricochet. We'll do the 1-2 pitch for the 3rd time in a row. It's on the way.
And
Swung
I'm like, deja vu.
And fouled off again.
Let's try it one more time.
He is now fouled it off to the left dugout, the right dugout, and then now back behind home plate. So he is just finding everywhere around the third and first baselines that he can to make contact without putting it in play.
Now, hopefully this time it goes the right direction.
Mizlowski takes his lead at second. Horschler off of first. Infielders now straight up. This one is outside. Catcher could hang on to it, but keeps it in front of him so runners don't advance. And that even things up at 2-2. So a pretty long battle now here between Renegades leadoff hitter Adonis Forte and starting pitcher for the Joplin Outlaws, Jack Kelly. both looking to win that battle here. It's 2-2, 2 runners on and 1 out. The stretch and the pitch, that low once again. Full count now, so
way to come back from that.
really nice at bat so far by the Renegades leadoff hitter and center fielder. At the very least, even if he makes it out here, he has made Kelly throw a really good amount of pitches in this at bat, which could hurt him and a chance to go deep into this ball game later on.
Especially with the heat, I'm sure that's going to wear on them a lot faster than our last games have.
Absolutely.
So
3-2, line into
right
left field.
in
That's
the
a base hit.
hole.
Maslowski had to hold to make sure that one got down, and he'll just move up to third.
Got
As
our
the
bases loaded again.
Renegades go station to station, and deja vu, bases loaded with 1 out for the Renegades. It'll be a single to left field for the Renegades leadoff hitter. That's been one of the better at-bats we've seen, battling all the way back.
That was a good fight. Ooh, looks like Joplin's decided to have a little hangout at the mound. With bases loaded, only 1 out, that's probably a good call to get your game plan figured out.
Absolutely, especially now when you had the bases loaded, 1 out, you were looking at the middle of that Renegades lineup, where now you've got to face the big guys at the top of the lineup. You've got to face Ott, who doubled, and Wilmsmeyer, who singled in the first inning. 2 guys who can do some real damage here, coming up with the bases loaded. So Forte will now lead at first base, Horschler at second, and Levi Maslowski at third. This inning started with a strikeout before Maslowski singled to center, Horschler singled to right, and Forte just singled to left to give us bases loaded with 1 out for the second straight inning. 0-0 our score. Renegades looking to get on the scoreboard here. Odd into the batter's box. This one is hit high in the air, just beyond the infield. Second baseman goes out. Infield fly rule is called, and the catch is made. So an unproductive out for out number 2 as Bressler makes the catch, and there'll be a 1-pitch pop out to the second baseman for Colby Otts.
That one did go real high there. At least the sun's down. They didn't lose it in there.
Yep. So now for the second straight inning after the Renegades load the bases with 1 out. Batter goes 1 pitch and 1 out, and it'll be up to Ty Wilmsmeyer. See if he can get his second hit of the ball game and get the Renegades on the board. Into the windup now. First pitch.
Ooh, way above his head.
High and inside. That'll be ball 1 on the designated hitter for the Renegades. Singled in the left side hole. Took a wicked hop off the third baseman in his first time up. Made it to second, but did not move from there. This one grabs the outside corner.
Right on the corner there.
Not a whole lot Wilmsmeyer could have done with that pitch, even if he swings, maybe punch it out to right field, but that one is pretty far on the outside corner of the plate. So 1-1 pitch now is swung on and missed. Off speed in the dirt. Wilmsmeyer swung over it. And now for the second straight inning, Jack Kelly a strike away from getting out of this with a no damage done after loading the bases.
How crazy would that be?
With bases loaded, Kelly back into the full windup. Wilmsmeyer. Long look in, and now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Wilmsmeyer swings and fouls it off to stay alive. Like you just mentioned, Wilmsmeyer just fighting that pitch off, made enough contact to foul it off. Did not go very far off of home plate, but doesn't matter as long as you can stay alive.
Enough to keep hitting.
Wilmsmeyer now back in, waits once again for the 1-2 pitch. The wind, the kick, and the delivery. It's swung on, grounded in between short and third. That gets into left. 1 run scores. Hirschler's going to try and score. He scores. And that will be a 2-run single for Ty Wilmsmeyer. And actually, Wilmsmeyer moved all the way up to second on that one. As when the throw came in, both Wilmsmeyer going all the way up to second and Forte all the way over to third. Great piece of 2-strike, 2-out inning for the Renegades DH.
I like that ending much better than our last bases loaded.
Absolutely. Very interesting there. Even a Wilmsmeyer singled to the left side, 2 runners were able to score, and both Wilmsmeyer and Forte were able to take an extra base. So now a single here could double this one from 2-0 to 4-0. So we a 2-out, 2-strike, 2 RBI double. First pitch to Mize is swung on and missed strike 1. Toe Wilmsmeyer now 2 for 2 on the day in his 2 at-bats and 2 innings. So getting it done out of that 3 spot for the Renegades.
Well, I guess he earned that DH spot tonight.
Mize had hit by pitch, swings and misses at that one, way off the outside corner of the plate. And he's now behind 0-2. Mize had the hit by pitch. Mize with a single to the outfield, especially with the speed of Wilmsmeyer out at second base, would almost certainly score 2 runs here. 0-2 on the way. That one bounces in there. Nice block by the catcher. Bruff kept that in front of him. Forte not able to get far off the third base bag. And that makes things 1-2 to the cleanup hitter. Wilmsmeyer takes a pretty decent-sized lead off of second base. Forte leads off third. Good speed on the base pass. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning. But not before damage is done. A 2-out, 2-run RBI double by Ty Wilmsmeyer gets the Renegades on the board, and they lead 2-0. We'll head to the third. Stay with us on the Show Me Sports Network.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Back for Renegades baseball here at Vivian Field. First pitch, check swing, cut on and missed for the first batter of this inning. For the Joplin Outlaws, Renegades scoring 2 runs there in the bottom of the second inning to take a 2-0 lead. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung out and hit out between right and second baseman. Right fielder has got it measured up.
Didn't even have to move.
And Matisek makes the catch, like you said, did not have to go far and gets out number 1, retiring Cody Min as the first out of that inning. Back out for his third inning of work, looking to keep things scoreless, is Braden Boyer. Even though he's let a couple base runners get on, has pitched very well to keep this thing scoreless. It will now pitch to the number 9 hitter for the Joplin Outlaws. Pitch on the way. Swung on, hit high in the air.
Up.
And this should be out number 2. Coming in to get it is the pitcher,
Braden,
Boyer.
Okay.
He makes the catch. Pitchers who can field their position.
I know. I'm like, wow, that's very unexpected, but way to work all around.
Boyer came all the way off the mound and into foul territory by the first baseline to make that catch. And after just 3 pitches, Boyer's already got 2 outs.
I like those stats. Those are good to start us off.
So we'll turn it back over to the top of the lineup. Caden Bressler, who had an infield single to lead off this ball game. Just missed off that one. Looks like ball 1. Bressler had an infield single to lead off the ball game, and then was picked off of first base. Did not leave the bag, and he was sent back to the dugout for the first out of the ball game. Pitch on the way. That one is a called strike. That'll even things up at 1-1. 2 very quick outs in this inning. A fly out to right field of Cody Min and a pop out of Matt Woodmansee. And now an out away of getting through his third scoreless inning. Swing and a miss.
Big swing there from Joplin.
Boyer blew the gas past him there. That was clearly a fastball. It just said, here, try and hit it. Bressler could not swung through that one. And now ahead 1-2 is the Renegades starting pitcher. Bressler plays second base, left-handed batter. The stretch and the pitch. Called strike 3. Kind of a late call there, but a rip of the arms, and that will end the inning, like you said, right on the inside corner. So with that, that will end our top of the third inning. Renegades lead this one 2-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor, Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
MoX Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX Dock and Norm Direct.
All right, we are already underway in the bottom of the third inning with Taylor Hopkins getting hit by a pitch on our very first pitch.
Went a little long on commercials there. That one is on me. Didn't miss a whole lot, like you said, Ashley. Hit by pitch there to the leadoff batter.
I'm like, oh, it was one pitch and done. I didn't even have to put it up on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. So now a leadoff batter on for the Renegades. Stepping in will be, let me see in just a moment, his runner leads off. That one is a ball.
23.
Based on what I have, I think
Brennan Perkins is my guess.
I believe you're right. I haven't written down his 29, so I must have messed up something there on the card. Yeah, Brendan Perkins swings and misses that one. That'll even up at 1-1. Yes, you are correct. So
Ooh, I'm good at this.
Taylor Hopkins had the hit by pitch to start that inning, and now Perkins steps in. Going to change that 29 on my score sheet to number 23, so that doesn't happen again. 1-1 our count as batter leads off. Perkins swings and misses. That makes things 1-2 to the Renegades left fielder. Hopkins had the one pitch hit by pitch. Second hit batter of the game for the Renegades, first being Mize. Is now the look in from Kelly, who pitches out of the stretch. Pretty good size lead for Hopkins down to first base. 1-2 on the way. That one bounces in there. Really nice block there by Bruff behind the plate. Kept it in front of him, and that evens up at 2-2. After Perkins will be Jack Matisek, the right fielder, struck out swinging in his first at-bat of the game back in the second inning.
Are you?
Okay. 2-2 on the way. Called strike three at the knees. Really good located pitch there from Kelly. Perkins watched it go by, and that will be a strikeout. A little bit of a late call there, but regardless, nothing you can do, as that'll be the first out of the inning, called strike looking. That is the third strikeout of the game for the Joplin starting pitcher, Jack Kelly. He'll go down as a backwards K. The fourth strikeout. First called looking, three others swinging. Is now 1 out, 1 on. Swung on, hit high in the air.
Hit.
Out to right field. Woodmansey is under it. Got it measured up, and he makes the catch. Trotting back to first will be Hopkins, and one pitch for out number 2. Goes down as a fly out to the right fielder as Matisek will trot back to the Renegades dugout. So after Matisek makes the second out of the inning, Hopkins still at first base after the hit by pitch. That'll bring up Levi Mizlowski, looking to extend this inning on for number 9 hitter Joe Herschler, who waits on deck. Renegades currently leading this one 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning after they scored both of their runs in a 2-out RBI by Ty Womsmeyer. First pitch is a called strike at the knees. Herschler falls behind 0-1. Herschler in his last at-bat singled to right field, then came out all the way around to score from second base on the RBI by Womsmeyer. Swung on and missed out in front of the off-speed there. 0-2 now to the Renegades catcher. Excuse me, not Renegades
I'm like,
catcher.
not the Renegades
no,
catcher.
I was talking about Herschler being on deck, and I put too many different thoughts in my head at once to deal with. So.
Dude, multitasking's real tough. I totally understand.
Third baseman Levi Mizlowski did not go there.
That was a close one.
Very much a close one. 1 and 2 our count. One runner on for the Renegades right here. It is Taylor Hopkins, who was hit by a pitch to start this inning. Has not moved since after the strikeout looking and the fly out to right field by the two Renegades batters following. And now Levi Mazlowski looks to battle back from this 1-2 count. Pitch on the way, swung on a miss, strike 3, the 5th of the game in just 3 innings, and that will end the inning. So 1 pitch and 1 base runner for the Renegades, and nothing follows except 2 strikeouts for the Joplin Outlaws. We'll head to break. Stay with us. We'll be back for the top of the 4th in just a second.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Back for the top of the 4th inning here on the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Ben Schmidt. Joining me tonight is Ashley Carty, as we are just about ready for Braden Boyer to retake the mound, who has looked really, really sharp tonight. He's faced just 1 over the minimum in his 3 innings of work, has 3 strikeouts on the night, and looks to keep it going as he's got a 2-0 lead to work with, and will face shortstop Leon Bailey to lead off this top of the 4th inning. Into his windup first pitch.
Ooh,
that one
little
misses
high.
You are right, little high. Call the ball.
Just a little bit.
Outlaws will have Bailey, Long, and Bruff, and then Carpenter follow if one of them reaches. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, ripped into left field. That one was hit right on the nose.
Perfect placement.
A little trouble with it out on left field for Perkins, but he gets it back in. 2-hold Bailey to a single. Very hard hit ball will lead to a leadoff base runner for the Outlaws here to start this top of the 4th inning. That'll bring up Michael Long, the third baseman, grounded out to end the 1st inning. Joplin looking to get on the board for the first time this evening. So now we'll have a base runner lead off first. Their second base runner of their evening, but their first was picked off in that 1st inning. This one going inside for ball 1 to the third baseman, batting in the 3-hole. Not a huge leadoff for Bailey on that first pitch of the at-bat. We'll see if it gets a little bit bigger here.
Oh, he might be a little nervous after his friend got picked off out there.
That one swung and grounded to second. Let's see if they can turn to flip to second for 1, on to first. That's a double play.
Nice.
Out
Double
is called.
play there.
Long didn't like that one, but they go 4-6-3 to turn it. And nicely drawn up there by Braden Boyer is 1 pitch and 2 outs. Eliminates both the base runner and the batter with a ground ball there. Wasn't hit too hard, but second baseman Ott came in.
Perfect placement.
You are exactly right. Flipped it to Hopkins for 1 and back onto first to Mize for the double play. And that will mean 2 outs and no one on. So stepping in will be Max Bruff, catcher, batting cleanup hole. Grounded out to start the top of the 2nd inning. Looks at a ball high here. After that ground out, Boyer looking to finish his 4th inning, has not given up a run and has been really, really efficient. Given up just 2 hits so far. This one is swung on and fouled off the hands inside and fouled off to the right, and that'll even things up at 1-1. Outlaws have been struck out 3 times, twice looking and once swinging. Look in, now the wind and the delivery from Boyer. Swung on and grounded to third and under the glove of Levi and in to left field for a base hit. But thankfully, because of that double play, no other base runners to move up, and it'll just be a 2-out single. So Bruff after the single to left field. That'll bring up Carson Carpenter. The center fielder was the second out of the second inning when he struck out swinging on just 3 pitches. Boyer really overpowered him in that at bat. We'll see if he can do the same here. Try and send us to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bruff takes his lead off of first base. The catcher not a huge threat to run. Just grabs the corner.
There, Joe. That's some good work from our catcher to get that one pulled right back in.
Absolutely great frame job there by Hirschler. Might have stolen a strike there. 0-1 now our count. Quick throw over to first and diving back in is Bruff. Not as close as the throw over that got the pickoff attempt, but certainly got Bruff awake over there.
Ian got his outfit all dirty. He's going to have to take it to our friends down at the laundromat.
Swung on a miss, 0-2, and now in his 2 at-bats for Carson Carpenter, he's seen 5 pitches, 5 strikes. We'll see if Boyer can get that 6-1 and end this inning. There's 2 outs, 1 runner on. That's Max Bruff over at first base. Double play got the first 2 outs of this inning before a 2-out single kept it alive. Boyer looks in, pitches from the stretch, and deals. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Pure dominance from Braden Boyer in his 2 at-bats of Carson Carpenter, and that will end our inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. A 4th inning, Renegades lead this one 2-0. Make sure to stay with us on the Show Me Sports Network.
River Oak Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, River Oak Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. River Oak Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day programs. To find out more about River Oak Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Back now for the bottom of the 4th inning here at Vivian Field for Renegades baseball. They lead it 2-0 over the Joplin Outlaws. And as we get this bottom of the 4th inning going, I want to remind everyone to go ride in with Doc and Norm Direct, Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. As group sizes range from 1 to 100 or beyond, they do it all. Doc and Norm is also the official transportation provider of the Jefferson City Renegades, getting us to all our road games safely, officially, and in style, just as they will do tomorrow as the Renegades hit the road and travel to Joplin. So make sure to book your spot for your next adventure. Call Doc and Norm Direct at 573-256-1991. As we are just underway here in the bottom of the 4th inning, first pitch is a strike.
To Joe Hirschler, our catcher. Look at that, good teamwork.
Hirschler played a very big part in that 2nd inning, scoring one of the 2 Renegades runs. As now he finally bats. I did my best to try and bring him to the plate there in that last inning when I got the 2 mixed up.
Trying to will him up here.
Looks at a ball there. 1-2 our count. As after Herschel turned it back over to the top of the lineup for Forte and Ott. Renegades lead this one 2-0 as Braden Boyer has really pitched well for the Renegades. Ooh. Just off the inside corner. Stone cold there by Hirschler to take that one. Kelly has not pitched bad at all. Outside of that 2nd inning where he gave up the 2 runs, had a really good 3rd inning and worked out of some trouble in the 1st as well. 2-2 on the way. That one is going to be a called strike 3 right in there. Very similar location to ball 2, but that one caught enough of the plate. And that rings up the Renegades catcher strikeout looking, as Kelly has gotten plenty of strikeouts here in this game so far. So as we turn it over to the top of the Renegades lineup here in this 4th inning, it'll be Adonis Forte, who grounded out to first base in his first at-bat before singling to left and making it to 3rd in the 2nd inning.
First pitch rolls in through the dirt.
As Forte looked at ball one there, now steps back into the batter's box, looking to get on for the second time tonight. Almost got on the first time too. Was really moving up the line. Swings through that one. That'll make things 1-1 as he was late on the heat there from Kelly. Kelly has now amassed a strikeout in every inning so far. As we're one out into the fourth.
Woo!
This one's lined into left field, a base hit.
Sorry, friends, that was real loud. I got excited.
No reason not to get excited there.
That was a solid hit right back up the middle.
Forte hit that one well. I was
right
excited
through the
too.
hole, so it was like the perfect placement.
Shortstop Bailey made a little bit of an effort of it, but it was past his glove and into left center field. So second hit of the day for Forte, as he will now take his lead off of first base.
Now up to bat for the Renegades is number 1, Colby Ott, who is playing short? Second base.
Second base
oh,
today.
Man. I didn't even have papers to look at. You have all these cheat sheets. I'm just winging it.
I have a ton to work with. So honestly, they're both going to cover second base. You were right there.
I'm doing a great job. I just heard from our friend Blake Gazaway, who decided to take the night off tonight. So that's why you are stuck with Ben and I. But don't tell Blake. I think we're doing a great job.
Looks at a ball there to make things 1-1. Yeah, Blake works with MU Residential Life, voice of the Jefferson City Renegades, and now gets to add Ice Cream Man to his resume, who's dishing it out tonight. Ground ball, weakly hit, charging as the third baseman. Long throw to first.
First is
just in time for the out. Really delayed call there by the umpire, but Ott is out, was really making his way up the line, and was out by maybe a half a step there for the second out of the inning. That ball was hit really, really slow, and Long had to come in to get it.
Hit that grass, and then it slowed that roll down a little bit more.
So on the ground out, Forte will move up to second base. So another opportunity for Ty Wilmsmeyer with runners in scoring position. We'll see if he can come through again, just like he did.
He does have a good track record with runners in scoring position.
Absolutely right. Drove in 2 of them back in the first inning. First pitch of that bat is low and away. Nice block there by Bruff to keep it in front of him, as Forte surely would have moved up to third if that ball gets by him. And it'll make things 1-0 to the DH.
He was trying to get that.
We've seen a couple different Renegades batters now really dance off of second base, try and get into the head of Jack Kelly, as Kelly looks to also complete his 4th inning of work. Has really pitched the ball well outside of against this guy who got him for 2 runs in the second inning, as Wilmsmeyer takes a called strike. That'll even things up at 1-1. Forte, plenty of speed out there at second base, and if Wilmsmeyer can punch one into that outfield grass, you'd think Forte would be waved around and sent home.
We hope so.
We'll have to see. Yeah, there's a lot of fans right around us who I think would also hope so. 1-1 pitch.
Ooh.
Hit high in the air out between right field and second base. Right fielder Woodmansey coming in and makes the catch to end the inning. So 2-out runner in scoring position, but nothing comes of it. So that will end the 4th inning, as this game is starting to move along a little quicker. 2-0 our score. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a second.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, walk-off wood bat company bats are made with premium grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 2-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Just about ready to go for this top of the 5th inning, as Renegades starter Braden Boyer goes back out for his 5th inning of work, and he has looked really, really good, folks. Through his 4 innings that he's completed so far, has faced just a couple over the minimum, has 3 strikeouts on the evening, 4 strikeouts on the evening, 2 looking and 2 swinging. This will now go to work on the first base for the Joplin Outlaws. Cade Lott, right-handed batter, wearing number 22, doubled in his first at-bat, but then was caught too far off at second base as he looks at strike 1 here to begin his at-bat. Watt now back into the batter's box, falls behind 0-1. Like I was saying, Watt did have the double, but Renegade shortstop Taylor Hopkins made a really good play to get him leaning too far off second base, and he was the third out of the second inning. Now looks at one here. That'll leave things up at 1-1 to the first baseman for the Outlaws. Boyer so far has had a plethora of groundouts. Bunch to the left side. There's a swing and a miss here to move ahead 1-2. We'll see how deep he's able to go into this one. It's been pretty efficient pitch count wise. So I'm looking here, giving up a total of 4 hits. And out of those 4 hits, 3 of them have been eliminated on the base paths. So great work by this Renegades defense tonight. 1-2 on the way.
Ooh.
Just fouled off. That one was
Foul.
coming in like it might have hit him if he didn't swing at it. We'll have to do the 1-2 again here. Way in on the hands, and it was just hit weakly off to the right side. Renegades playing pretty much straight up defense. Mize may be shading a little bit closer to the bag, but not by much. 1-2 pitch. Just
Ooh,
missed.
right on the corner.
I thought that was going to ring him up for called strike 3, but just off the outside corner.
Sounds like the fans might have agreed with us on that one.
And a good job by Herschler, too, to try and frame that one for called strike 3. He's played, I mean, really both catchers tonight have played good behind the plate, but especially Herschler. 2-2 on the way now. Swung and hit high in the air. Shallow center field. 3 go out to get it, and Forte makes the running grab. Hat flies off as he was moving in quickly. Made that catch very shallow center field as it was kind of in that dead spot between the infielders and outfielders, and Forte never broke stride and made that catch while flying in as his hat flew off to record the first out of the inning.
Man, I bet he felt a real nice breeze when he was running in for that, unlike us.
Absolutely.
Sitting here in the stands.
If I could move that fast and try and create a breeze like that for myself, I would, but if
I totally felt a slight breeze on my water delivery to the umpire since it's so hot tonight.
Now stepping in will be Sam Fagone. Looks at a called strike to be in the at-bat. Beautiful pitch location by Brandon Boyer. Fagone was the one who hit the ball on the fielder's choice that retired Watt in that second inning. So Fagone likely would have reached as it was hit deep in the hole between short and third, but base running gaff led to the third out.
Ooh, foul ball right off Joe's hat there.
Yeah.
Helmet, not hat. Mask.
Joe looks to be good, though. Shows a smile about it with the umpire. And that'll make things 0-2 to the left fielder. Back to that shallow pop-up that Forte came in and caught. I think if me and him both tried to catch that ball, he would probably be able to outrun me all the way to home plate before I even get to second.
After the game.
Yeah, I don't think it would go very well for either of us.
Interns versus Renegades.
Yeah,
See what happens.
I think it'd be kind of funny to watch, but I don't know if it'd go very well for me. But either way, 0-2 the count now. 1 out in the top of the 5th.
Ooh.
Swung on and weakly grounded to the left side, but it's foul. Kind of a check swing there.
Yeah, a little half swing.
Just a swing there to stay live.
You could call it a check swing.
We don't need to be too official on this broadcast, though. So we'll do the 0-2 once again.
Ooh, and here comes that breeze.
Sun finally starting to set if we reached 8:26 local time, so certainly better than the humidity that we had earlier to start this ball game. The wine and the 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Just blew it past him there, and Fagone could not catch up with the fastball, and that'll be the 2nd strikeout of the inning and the 5th strikeout of the game for Braden Boyer. Boyer looking to have another 3-up, 3-down inning. Has got 2 of them so far in the 1st and the 3rd inning. In each of those 2 innings, he did have a strikeout, so I believe, actually, if looking at my scorecard, there's been at least 1 strikeout recorded by each of these pitchers in every inning, so brought the strikeout stuff tonight.
Some good work on the mound by both teams tonight.
2-0 our score. This lined out to second and into the right center field gap.
A little too tall for Colby.
Matisek over to get it and keep Cody Min from getting to second base, and that'll be a 2-out single. Keeps this inning alive. You're right, Ashley. Just a little bit too tall for Ott at second base. It was hit well, and Ott gave it a pretty good jump.
He tried.
Yeah, no, he gave it a shot. So that'll go as a single to the right fielder to keep this inning alive. And we'll keep it alive for Matt Woodmansey, who popped out to the pitcher.
Oh.
Look into the dugout here. Don't totally
Braden's
know what's going on.
Called time talking to the dugout.
Boyer 1 out away from getting through the 5th inning scoreless. Renegades are giving him 2 runs of support. I think he wants a towel.
Okay.
That's exactly what they're bringing out to him.
Why? It's not humid and sticky out here, Brayden. I don't know what you need that for.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an overreaction.
He's a little dramatic. As I'm sticking to
We
my legs.
we would never.
My headset's very disgusting. Like we said, friends, it is a muggy, muggy night here in Jeff City tonight.
Boyer has finished using the towel and is now back on the mound trying to get the 3rd out of the inning. He'll have to go through right fielder Matt Woodmansee, the number 9 hitter. As if he reaches here in this top of the 5th, we'll turn it back over to the top of the lineup for Bressler for his 3rd at bat. First pitch.
Ooh.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Good location there.
Strike 3. Strike 1.
I mean, I'd hope he could do that again 2 more times to get strike 3. That'd be nice to end this inning off.
Maybe the towel wasn't too dramatic then. That was just what we needed.
Fagone lead off first base, now gets a little wider.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss. Woodmansee tried to chase upstairs there and swung right through it and is now falling behind 0-2. What are you going here, Ashley? You trying to blow the fastball by him again? Or are you going to try and get the off speed?
I don't know. I'm feeling it's going to be a fastball. That's
Boyer?
what I would do if I was the coach, but
Boyer brings home the 0-2. Called strike 3, and Hirschler knew it. He didn't even have to frame
that was
it.
a fastball.
He jumped up and immediately started running to the dugout, and that ends our inning. So another nice inning pitch for Braden Boyer, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Stay with us on the Show Me Sports Network.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Alrighty, back for the bottom of the 5th inning here at Vivian Field on a hot and humid Sunday night here in Jefferson City.
Starting off for the Renegades is first baseman, number 15, number 18 tonight, Carter Mize.
First pitch on the way is skipped in there. That'll be a strike. Or excuse me, not a strike, a ball.
I'm like, I just hit the ball button. So.
Yeah, no, that was nowhere near a strike. I got ahead of myself. That'll be ball 1. Mize, his 3rd at bat of the game, was hit by a pitch and struck out so far.
Woo!
Once again, skipped in there. Ball 2.
Bouncing ball number 2.
Due up for the Renegades this inning will be Carter Mize in the batter's box right now, ahead 2-0. And then Taylor Hopkins and Brendan Perkins to follow. And Jack Matisek will come to the plate if any of those 3 reach. 2 on the way. That one's outside. Looks like a couple off speed in a row. And Jack Kelly struggling to find the location here as he's falling behind to the Renegades' first batter.
Starting to get worn out, and the heat's probably getting to him. And he's made it a good, solid 4 innings.
Strike called there. Yeah, you're right. Kelly, although he has given up the 2 runs through 4 innings, has a ton of strikeouts. So really not a whole lot for him to be upset about. He's pitched well, but has fallen behind 3-1 after the called strike to Mize and brings home the 3-1. That one's also a called strike. And very quickly now 3-2. Kelly does have a strikeout in every inning and has had a bunch of strikeouts looking as well. The wind and the 3-2. Swung on, hit high in the air out to left center. Carpenter goes back into deep left center and makes the catch. That one was hit well, and it just continued to carry, but Carpenter was able to get under it for the first
nice
out of the inning.
Long hit by Carter Mize.
So after the first out of the inning is made, that'll be Taylor Hopkins, the shortstop, who honestly his highlight of the night might have come the play he made at shortstop where he caught the runner leaning too far off second base to get an out way back in the second inning.
I would totally call that play of the game so far.
Steps in here and looks at a ball and just missed inside. Hopkins struck out swinging to be the second out of the first inning, and then was hit by a pitch but did not move off of first base in the third inning.
Oh,
Grounds
nice.
this one. That one's
Right
down
over
into
the
left
third
field.
baseman.
Very well hit. Hopkins turn around first, but will stay right there, and that's his first hit of the night and his second time on base for a one-out single. So after the one-out single, that'll mean Brendan Perkins steps in. Perkins flew out to left his first time up, and then was called strike three looking for the first out of the third inning. Renegades once again have a runner on, as they've had at least one runner on in every single inning so far. Now one out in the top of the fifth inning, looking to try and move Hopkins over and bring him in. Extend on this 2-0 lead. Called strike to begin this at bat to Perkins. We'll see how big of a lead Hopkins takes down at first base. He is held on by Lott. Slowly increasing that lead now as there's a strike on Perkins. Pitch on the way.
Woo.
Swung and fouled off over our heads, and that'll make things very quickly 0-2. I'm trying to look down the line at that Joplin, Joplin bullpen, and I think I see someone warming up down there. There is a lefty down there throwing. We'll have to see if he's going to come into this ball game soon.
See if I can.
This one's ripped into left field, but oh no, it'll get down. The way the left fielder Fagon played that ball, he held his glove up like he was going to catch it, and then
it was very deceiving.
Maybe just trying to deke the runner there, Hopkins, and getting out at second base, but it fell in front of him. And back-to-back singles now by Hopkins and Perkins, and the Renegades have got something cooking first and second, both on singles to left field, and we'll see if Matisek can bring him over.
If I was a betting woman, I'm going to say it's Cole Cooper in the bullpen warming up for Joplin.
We'll have to come back to that and see if you're correct if he enters this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat is swung on and missed. Matisek was out in front of that one and falls behind 0-1. He has struck out swinging and flew out to right field in his first two at-bats back in the second and third inning. Runners take their leads at second and first. Pitch on the way is once again swung on and missed, and very quickly Kelly gets ahead 0-2 on the Renegades right fielder.
But we got two runners on and only one out.
Matisek bats from the left side. There's a pretty big hole on the left side of the infield with the shortstop having to play and keep Hopkins close to second. Pitch on the way. This one bounces in there. Blocked by Bruff to keep it in front of him so runners can't hold.
Oh, they really contemplated running there. But
Thought about it.
Right there and right back in the batter's box.
First baseman Lott for Joplin, playing basically about even with the runner on first base, Perkins. Trying to prevent Matisek from pulling that ball down the first base line for extra bases. Quick check of the runners in the 1-2. Just low. Bruff tried to get a called strike three. Didn't miss by much, but that'll leave things up at 2-2.
Way to come back from that, Jack. He fell early in the at-bat, but he's worked his way back to a even count.
Look back at Hopkins, and now the 2-2.
In the dirt again.
Very much in the dirt there. And now all the way back to a full count. So very nice at-bat so far. Matisek also worked a full count in his first at-bat where he struck out swing. We'll see if we can get a different result here.
Swapping balls out, it looks like.
3-2 count, one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Renegades lead this one 2-0 after they got 2 runs in the second inning. And not a whole lot of offense since for either side. Both starting pitchers have pitched really nice. Jack Kelly and Braden Boyer. Pitch on the way.
Ooh, way to fight
off the end of the bat into left field. That ball's going to get down. Runner's going to come around. Hopkins will score. Other runners move up a base, and that one off the end of the bat gets down for an RBI single from Matisek. Hopkins coming around from second was off on the jump.
He was speedy there to get all the way home, bringing the Renegades lead to 3-0.
That's about as good as you can do it, as it fell just inside the fair line. Third baseman Long went out. Fagon came in, but neither of them had a chance. As now we're going to have a visit to the mound.
It's our pitching change. I'm really saying it's going to be number 33, Cole Cooper.
We'll have to see.
That's what I'm feeling.
After Kelly got that first out of the inning on a fly out to center field, 3 straight singles to left for the Renegades, and it's resulted in 1 run.
Just that hole right there. We just keep popping them right in.
Absolutely.
Ooh, and there will be no pitching change after a short discussion on the mound.
They're going to give Kelly a chance to get out of this inning and try and keep things at 3-0. So now after Hopkins came around to score, it'll be Perkins who leads off second and Matisek who leads off of first base.
Now Levi is up to bat.
Levi Mazlowski steps in, takes a called strike 1. Mazlowski scored back in the second inning, the first of 2 runs for the Renegades, and struck out swinging in his last at bat. Kelly looks back and now brings it home.
In the dirt.
Once again bounces this one in front of home plate. He's done that a couple times, but Bruff is able to block him every single time so
I wonder
far.
if this is like a trick play. And they're throwing him in the dirt like that to try and get us to run, but really their catcher's going to do a good job stopping it, and then he's going to try and throw us out.
It wouldn't be a bad idea with how good of defense Bruff has played so far tonight. He has not let any get away, and if a Renegades runner gets too far off the bag, it could work. This one outside makes the count 2-1.
I'm all for trick plays.
Absolutely. Let's make the game fun. Do the hidden ball trick, stuff like that. So 2 runners on here for the Renegades. They just scored their 3rd run of the game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Are currently blanking Joplin. Called strike here. Kozlowski never took the bat off his shoulder, and I don't think even things up at 2-2.
Still only 1 out though, and the Renegades have a runner on second and first. Do I know who they are? I'm gonna say it's Brennan Perkins on second and Zach Matashak on first.
You are dead on as called strike 3.
All right, bringing up Joe Holscher, our catcher, to the batting box.
So Jack Kelly adds another strikeout to his line on the evening. He has now had a strikeout in each of the 5 innings that he's pitched so far. I believe that brings him to 7 or 8 on the game. Now a chance for some 2-out damage for Joe Herschler. First pitch is going to be a called strike. Herschler looks at that one. If he can reach, we'll turn it back over to the top of the order for Donis Forte and Colby Ott to follow. Herschler's got Matisek at second.
Nope.
Excuse me, Matisek at first and Perkins at second.
See, I don't even have a cheat sheet.
I
I'm
know.
killing it back here. Oh, right.
Slowly
into
grounded
the
to
hole.
short. Long throw to first. The stretch, and Herschler's out at first base.
Oh, and the fans and coaches do not agree with that call.
That was a bang-bang play. Head coach for the Renegades doesn't necessarily like that call. He's coming out to talk to the umpires. Now they're actually going to go meet at the
have
mound.
a little discussion, and all of our boys are staying on their base.
They're going to talk here for a second, so we'll see what the verdict is. It was a slowly hit ball on a long throw over by the shortstop, Bailey, to Lott. And Lott scooped it out, but it was very much a bang-bang play. And after discussion, they stick with the out call, so that will end the inning. But nevertheless, Renegades get a run, and we will head to the 6th inning. Renegades lead this one 6-0. Make sure to stay with us on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
MoX, Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX, Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX, Dock and Norm Direct.
Alrighty, and we're back at Vivian Field in the top of the 6th inning. Braden Boyer is back on the mound. Fun fact for you, he has only thrown 55 pitches this game so far.
Incredibly effective Boyer has. I mean, to get through 5 innings on just the 55 pitches, he's got a real chance to go deep into this ball game, and will fire his first one in outside for a ball. So to start this top of the 6th inning, he will face the second baseman, Caden Bressler, up for his third at-bat of the game. Had an infield single to lead this one off before being picked off and then struck out looking in his last time up.
Ooh, fun fact, looking at the roster again, it looks like Caden is also a pitcher for Joplin.
You find more and more of those as we get into summer ball. I mean,
a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. I mean, you wouldn't expect Renegades outfielder Ty Wilmsmeyer to be on there as a pitcher, and he's gotten it done so far. So
that is true. All right, our count is tied 1-1. Still on our first batter.
One misses outside. That'll make things 2-1. Bressler, the leadoff man for Joplin, and leads off this inning. Like you said, Boyer only had 55 pitches to the first 5 innings. Been very, very effective. Has not given up a run yet, and looks to even things up here to the Joplin leadoff hitter. After time was first called, now back in and ready to go. Boyer's got the line and the pitch.
Ooh,
misses low and inside. Makes things 3-1. We'll see how long Boyer's able to go into this one, especially if he keeps keeping Joplin off the scoreboard. Has blanked him so far. Not a lot of threats on the base pass. This one swung and lined into left field.
That was a high. Oh, and we're going to hold him at first. Wow. That was some good work by our friend out there in left field who...
I'm going to give you a shot at it.
First letter of his first name.
First letter of a first name is B.
Braden. No, Braden's pitching. Brennan Perkins.
Correct.
Yes.
You got it. Without the cheat sheets, you'd be getting them right all night. So Brennan Perkins was able to go over and get that ball out in left field after it was hit for a single and get it back in quickly to keep Bressler at first. So he starts this top of the 6th inning with a leadoff single.
Got a lot of B's.
First pitch to Liam Bailey is up and in. That'll make things 1-1.
Braden Boyer and Bailey and Bresley and all these B names. How can I not be confused?
I'm getting confused, and I've all written down in front of me, so it's not easy. 1-0, our pitch on the way. Beautiful off speed there. Called it 1-1. Bailey was struck out looking for the second out of the game in the top of the first, and then singled in his last one up to lead off the 4th inning before being part of what was a double play.
Good idea, Braden Boyer, trying to get him out over there at first. His friend Carter was ready for that throw.
Bressler dove back into the bag, was back in safely, but now is just giant dirt stains all up and down the uniform.
Oh, and we're back at it again, trying to get him out of first.
Bressler didn't have to dive back in that time. Was in there safely. Certainly now much more awake than he was at the start of this at-bat, taking his lead at first. Not a big one as Mize holds him on. 1-1 pitch on the way and brought home.
Ooh,
lined out to right center field. That's going to get in the gap, and this is trouble for the Renegades. Bressler on his way to third. They're going to wave him home. He's going to make it home easily. Is jogging into second as Bailey. Throw to the plate is not in time as Bressler slides in. And that is the first run of the ballgame on a laced double to right center field by Liam Bailey. With the speed of Bressler, I thought he was going to be able to score standing up there. It was somewhat of a close play at home.
That was a little closer than I expected it to be. That was a good throw by Colby Ott at second base to get that into Joe at the plate.
Honestly, for the Renegades, about as good of a relay as you could have done there, but just the way that was hit, it was so perfectly placed in the right center field gap. Just no chance to get the runner at home there. And Joplin now on the board with their first run of the ball game. So now, chance to cut into this lead even more as a runner will lead off at second base after the Liam Bailey double, his second hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Michael Long, his third at bat. He's hit 2 grounders. Once a grounder to the left side for the third out of the first inning, and then grounded into a double play his last time up. First pitch on the way. Just misses outside.
One.
That'll be a ball. We're in the top of the 6th inning here as Braden Boyer was cruising along, like you said, Ashley. Just 55 pitches through 5 innings. No runs allowed. And then he gives up the single to Bressler, and Bressler came around to score on the Liam Bailey double. Swung on and missed here, and that'll even things up at 1-1. Just blew the fastball by him there. So after getting their first run of the game, Joplin Outlaws have cut the Renegades lead to 3-1. We'll see if they can do some more damage. Still nobody out in this inning, so even if Long doesn't get a single here or even more, if he just puts the ball in play, a chance to move Bailey over to third. 1-1 pitch, check of the runner, and that brings it home. Swung and just fouled off the end of the bat. Went through the legs of Herschler, but Bailey can't go anywhere as contact was made, and that'll make things 1-2. They're not holding Bailey on a ton out at second base. His Ott is maybe shaded a little bit more as he creeps towards second, but not standing right on top of the bag. So pretty good size lead there for Bailey. 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike three. Big first out of the inning for Braden Boyer. He blew that one by Long. And an unproductive out number 1 for the Outlaws keeps that runner stayed at second base. And that'll bring up Max Bruff.
Maybe we're getting that towel again.
I mean, it worked last time.
But, like, you guys don't understand how sticky it is here. It's
sun's gone down, too, and it's still
disgusting.
It's summer ball for you. We're at Vivian Field for this contest between the Jefferson City Renegades and the Joplin Outlaws. I'm Ben Schmidt. Alongside me is Ashley Carty. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've had a really good one on our hands. Renegades have got to get 11 more outs as they hold a 2-run lead to try and get this victory and move to 3-3 on the season. Runner leads at second base, Liam Bailey, who drove a double into right center field that brought Caden Bressler all the way around from first to score. First pitch of the at-bat is fouled off to the right side, that being Max Bruff, who grounded out to lead off the second inning and then singled to left back in the fourth, but did not leave first base.
That's the catcher, right?
Correct.
Man, I even know the other team. This is like a skill I pride myself in.
Done great tonight. I mean, I have the cheat sheet. I have the whole book in front of me with the lineups, and
I'm a name person. I think that's the teacher in me.
Just missed down and away. That'll even things up at 1-1. So Bruff, as good as Joe Herschler has played defense behind the plate for the Renegades, Bruff has made some really good stops for the Outlaws as well behind the plate.
He has. Not let a lot either way. Not a lot getting behind him tonight.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Outlaws got 1 on the board. We'll see if they do any more damage. Pitch on the way is swung and fouled off to the right side. And now Boyer's gotten 2 strikes on the Outlaws catcher. Bailey was at second base with nobody out. Has not left the bag since as Michael Long, the number 3 hitter, struck out swinging. And now Bruff in danger of potentially doing the same as he's fallen behind 1-2. Boyer has gotten a strikeout so far each inning, as there's been a ton for both starting pitchers tonight. 1-2. Called strike three. Got him looking. And Bruff will take that long walk back to the dugout after recording the second out of the inning. Herschler did a good job bringing that one in. And now a chance here for Braden Boyer to finish off this 6th inning with just 1 run given up if he can get Carson Carpenter, center fielder, for the 3rd and final out of the inning.
What's his stats look like? Has he struck out every...
So Carpenter tonight has seen 6 pitches, 6 strikes, and 2 strikeouts.
I'm like, he's had back-to-back strikeouts.
He has. We'll see if Boyer can get the trifecta here. First pitch on the way. Swung on, hit high in the air, foul off behind us, gets over the bleachers.
Oh, right behind the concession stand.
Big bounce over by the creek. So strike 1 there to Carson Carpenter. Like I said, has the 2 strikeouts tonight in the 2nd and the 4th inning. Potential for Boyer here to get his 3rd strikeout in a row if he can get Carpenter here. Carpenter just waves the bat above his helmet.
Our friend Rowdy has decided to join us in the stands.
He has. What's up, Rowdy? Fist bump. 1-1 after a ball is taken there.
Man, that's his first ball, though.
He has now seen 8 pitches, 7 strikes, and 1 ball. So very efficient Braden Boyer has been against this Joplin center fielder. Boyer's got to be over around 70 or more pitches at this point. Came in the inning with 55. He's at 5 2/3 innings so far. He's only given up a couple hits and just the 1 run.
Oh, it looks like Rowdy's got a little fan here.
Rowdy has got to go say hi to one of his fans.
Oh, that was just the cutest thing ever.
1 ball, 1 strike. Outside off the plate, 2-1 now. If Carpenter can reach,
I think they are new besties.
that is an awesome interaction between a fan and Rowdy right there.
Still waving.
2-1 our count. If Carpenter can reach, Cade Lott will come up, who does have a double tonight and then flew out to center field. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Blew that one by him. Boyer,
he is swinging for the fences.
Boyer came with the heat there for sure. And now Carpenter in a 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 2-run lead for the Renegades. 2's wild.
I'm like 2's all across the board.
Boyer a strike away and out away from getting through his 6th inning of work, only getting up 1 run so far. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed
for strike 3. So Joplin has cut the win down by 1 run. With Joplin having 1, Renegades having 3. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you after this commercial.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
River Oak Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, River Oak Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. River Oak Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students, with the student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day programs. To find out more about River Oak Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Alrighty, we are back for the bottom of the 6th inning after some great work there by Renegades starting pitcher Braden Boyer. After giving up the single and the double, came back and got a couple strikeouts in a row to end that inning. It's now Adonis Forte steps in, 4th time now through this Renegades batting order.
And I would like to announce that I was right. Cole Cooper is now pitching for Joplin.
Ball 1 here, make things 1-1. That was pretty incredible what you did there, seeing just one left-hander down in the bullpen and then correctly predicting the pitch that would come in. So good work there.
I have these good life skills that would totally help me in the real world.
Well, you're going to pass them down to your 2nd graders in the classroom, for sure.
Definitely. That's called inferencing for any of my teacher friends out there listening.
Forte swung through that one, is now behind 1-2. He's got on twice. Looks at a ball there outside.
Very outside, making the catcher work. Oh, I forgot his name now. Number 14. Max Bruff. Had to hop up and grab that one.
2-2. That one is fouled off. That will even things, keep it 2-2 after the foul ball there off to the left side. Nice job there by Wilmsmeyer to come all the way over from the dugout to get that foul ball. Showing some hustle. So still 2-2. Forte had single to left and a single to center.
Ooh.
Way up and in, just under the face mask. And that'll make things a full count.
Way to come back from that one.
First batter of the inning, 3-2 on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Blew it by him. And Forte is going to be the first out of this 6th inning.
All right, coming up next for the Renegades is Colby Ott. Number 1, playing second base, just in case you were curious.
Ott steps in after getting a double back in the first inning. Did not score. Made it up to third, but didn't come home. Popped out to second and grounded out.
Big swing and a miss for strike 1 for Colby.
So Ott 1 for 3 on the day, looking to be the first base runner of the inning. Renegades have had a base runner in every inning so far. And have get 3 runs. Looks at a ball here, even things up at 1-1.
It's a little inside.
So the final line for Outlaws starter Jack Kelly. 5 innings pitched, just the 3 earned runs given up as we wait on the 1-1 pitch here. Just high to make things 2-1. Best part about Kelly's game tonight, even though he had the 3 earned runs, did strike out 7 batters. So 7 out of his 15 outs came via the strikeout.
It's not too bad.
Not at all. 2-1 on the way. This one falls out of the zone. That one like the big looping curveball that just continued to drop off the table.
Yes, that one dropped far.
Makes things 3-1 to the Renegades' second baseman.
Colby Ott.
3-1. Called strike as Ott threw the bat, thought
Colby
that was ball 4.
Did not agree with that one.
Wilmsmeyer's going to have to go over and deliver that one back to him as he's going to have to step back in now for a 3-2 pitch.
Go, Cole. Come on, kid. Be a hitter.
So Ott, now that he's got his bat back, is back into the batter's box. 3-2 pitch on the way. That one's high, and now he gets to throw the bat to the side and trot down to first base.
We'll just redo that. No big deal.
Just a little bit extra fun for the bat there. Gets tossed twice, and that'll be a base on balls. That might be one of the first walks the Renegades have taken tonight. They have worked some deep counts, but it's resulted in either strikeouts or balls put in play. So not a ton of walks tonight.
All right, number 24, Ty Wilmsmeyer's up to bat with a runner on first. Swinging at that first pitch to give us a foul ball for strike 1.
Wilmsmeyer's delivered immensely for the Renegades here tonight. It's driven in 2 out of the 3 runs with a 2-out, 2 RBI double back in the second inning. Bats third, usually plays a lot of outfield for the Renegades, but bats from the DH spot here tonight. Look over to the runner at first, brings home the 0-1. Wilmsmeyer swings to that one, fouled it directly into the mid, and that'll make things 0-2 very quickly on the Renegades DH. It's got to be tough there for Ott leading off of first base with a lefty looking right at him, so not really a huge lead.
Can't really sneak around out there. So they're staring you right.
Cooper will bring it home. This one misses low on its side, makes it 1-2. Cooper came into this ball game to start this inning, struck out the first batter at Donis Forte to lead off this 6th inning, and then lost Colby Ott on a base on ball. It was also in a full count, and now has to deal with Ott leading off of first. 1-2 to Wilmsmeyer. This one also bounces in there, even things up 2-2. Ott takes a pretty short lead off of first base. He's being held on over there by Lott, especially with the left-handed pitcher Cooper. Not a ton Ott can do. Here's a pitch, swung and fouled off, and we'll have to do the 2-2 again. Wilmsmeyer, the third batter of the inning for the Renegades. Mize will follow, and if either of them can reach, it'll be Brennan Perkins after that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Renegades, after Joplin scored a run on the top of the 6th, looking to come right back with 1 or more of their own. Swung on and missed. That one fell off the table, and Wilmsmeyer swung over it for the second strikeout of the inning and the second out.
All right, now our first baseman, number 18, Carter Mize, is up to bat for the Renegades. He has a runner on first to work with, but 2 outs on the board.
With the way you've been announcing these batters, maybe if Joe needs a night off at PA, you can hop up there.
I've tried that a time or two. I'm kind of a jack of all trades around the ball field.
2 outs now for the Renegades. Still the runner at first base in Colby Ott. It'll be Carter Mize stepping in to bat left on left. This one's outside.
I don't know if I can handle like the walk-up songs and the announcing at the same time. Like that's a lot of pressure because I don't want to like funk him out by playing the wrong music and really ruin the whole game.
Walk-up song is big for the vibe of all these Renegades. Looks at the ball there. 2-0 now to Carter Mize, who was hit by a pitch in the first, struck out swinging in the second, and flew out to center field to lead off the 5th inning.
I feel like it really tells you a lot about them, and you can tell how they interact with their walk-up songs. So that's always fun to see when you're actually at the ballpark. That foul ball came right back to us behind home plate here in the Doc and Norm broadcast booth.
A little bit better on that one there. The last foul ball that came straight back had us both flinch, and I think we both reacted a lot better to that one. Much more prepared.
Ooh, I just got a text message that we should be announcing the score a little bit more on the broadcast. So, Mindy, just in case, Joplin is losing 1-3.
Pitch on the way. Called, strike in there, and that'll make things 2-2. Yeah, like you said, Renegades jumped out in front of this one 3-0 before just now in the top of the 6th inning. Joplin finally got on the board after a single and then a double, bringing him all the way around. Got the Outlaws their first run of the ball game, but Braden Boyer was able to work all the way around that with 3 straight strikeouts and keep it a 3-1 score. This one way outside. A really nice block there by Bruff. And that'll make things full.
Full count for Carter Mize with 2 outs. Runners on first.
A lot of pitches so far for Cole Cooper in this inning. He went 3-2 to the first batter, 3-2 to the second batter, 2-2 to Wilmsmeyer, and now 3-2 to Mize. So a lot of pitches thrown. This one is swung and lined out to right center. Continues to carry. This ball's gone!
Over the fence! Home run, Carter Mize!
That ball continued to go, and Mize drove it all the way out over the right center field wall for a 2-run home run. Lefty on lefty crime, and it's a 5-1 Renegades lead.
That would be the score. Joplin 1, Renegades 5, for all you listeners at home who got a little excited like we did.
Carter Mize with the runner on first base drove that one out to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark.
Right down the middle there. That was a nice, solid hit by Carter Mize. Bringing up number 19, Taylor Hopkins.
Renegades go all out in front of the dugout to greet Mize as he came around the bases.
Whoa!
This one's hit out to
Taylor
center field, but this one will stay
early.
in the ballpark, flown
I
out
was
to
not
center
ready
field.
for that.
Carpenter makes a catch, and that will end the inning. But damage done for the Renegades. A 2-run bomb for Carter Mize. They lead this one 5-1. We'll be back for the top of the 7th in just a second.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, Walk-Off Wood Bat Company bats are made with premium-grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
All right, coming back in the top of the 7th inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Renegades. His name is Caleb Carriger. Number 7 is going to take over for Braden Boyer on the mound. He has done a great job, so let's see if Caleb can keep it going for the Renegades.
Yeah, Boyer really excellent on the mound tonight. Goes 6 innings, give up just the 1 run, and now a turnover, like you said, to Carriger, who gets a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Nicely done there. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Renegades just extended their lead to 5-1 after the 2-run bomb by Carter Mize. They've now got to get 9 outs and see if they can preserve this 4-run lead. As leading it off for Joplin will be Cade Lott, the first baseman. Hit a double and a fly out in his 2 at-bats so far.
Man, now Rowdy's causing trouble down there in the stands.
Strike 2, really nice off-speed pitch. Quickly ahead, Carricker is on Lott. 0-2 to the first baseman. Carricker pitching out of the rotation, brings home the 0-2. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Persler blocks it up with it and throw down to first. Mize steps on the bag. And 3 pitches and a strikeout for this new Renegades pitcher. Nicely done to start this new 7th inning.
Do you think Mike planned that? Sorry, Coach D'Amelia. You know,
I mean,
number 7 coming in the 7th inning.
The timing worked pretty well, and especially to come in and throw 3 pitches and get a strikeout. You can't do it any better. So major props if that was the idea.
That would be really cool if it was like 7 pitches and then the inning was over.
So now the second batter of the 7th inning, Sam Fagone. 0-for-2 today, had a fielder's choice in what probably would have been a single if not for a base running gaff by Cade Lott, and then struck out swinging on just 3 pitches his last time up in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way from Carricker. Did not go around. Started to take the bat off his shoulder. They rule no swing, and that will be a ball. So now after that one was just outside, and Fagone did not go. That'll bring things to 2-0. Carricker just entering this ball game. Gets a called strike here. After Braden Boyer went 6 really strong innings, bunch of strikeouts, and only 1 earned run allowed. And now in line for the win if the Renegades can hold on to this 4-run lead. 2-1 pitch. Falls in there for a called strike, off-speed pitch. And that'll even things up at 2-2 as Carricker will now get a chance at his 2nd straight strikeout. Thank you everyone for listening tonight on the Show Me Sports Network. 2-2 the count, 5-1 Renegades lead over Joplin. Don't know where that one missed, and that'll make things a full count. Really well-located pitch, and that one just missed. Almost a called strike 3. But instead it's a ball, and that'll make things a full count to Fagone.
Crowd's really got our Renegades back tonight on some of these calls.
They have surely been into it on some of these close calls. So 3-2 count, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th inning at Vivian Field. Pitch on the way. That one misses in the dirt, and that will be ball 4. So the first base runner of the inning, and that'll be Fagone trotting down to first base with a base on balls. It was a nice block there by Herschler, but it doesn't really matter when it's ball 4 and no one on. So that'll mean it's Cody Min coming in with a chance to advance the runner. He flew out and singled to right field in his 2 at-bats so far. Renegades have not had to deal with a ton of base runners all night. They've had to deal with some on first, but not a ton in scoring position. Part of the reason why Joplin has only scored 1 run so far. First pitch of the at-bat is swung on and fouled off just over our heads and out of play. That'll mean strike 1 to Min. Min DHing tonight. First baseman Mize holds the runner Fagone on over at first base. Right-handed pitching Carricker. We'll see if he attempts to throw over at any point throughout this at-bat.
I'm taking a soup. Oh, man.
Almost got him there.
You called that.
That was a really nice move there. Carricker started to look like he was going to get ready to look in and quickly stepped off and threw over to first as Fagone was taking his lead. Almost got him diving back in. 0-1 pitch. Brings it home. It's going to be a bunt back towards the mound. Perfectly placed. Over to get it. Carricker. Long throw to first. No chance. Runner safe at first base.
That was a perfect roll on the bunt.
You cannot do it much better than that if you're Cody Min. Got it just enough to make a long run off the mound for Carricker, and by the time he got it through over to first, no chance. His Mize wasn't even standing on the bag as Min was already on his way through first base. Now a little bit of trouble. Still up by 4, the Renegades are over Joplin. Lead this one 5-1 with 1 out in the 7th, but chance to get back into this one for Joplin. 2 runners on, Min at first, Fagone at second. I mean, Matt Woodmansey will step into the batter's box. First pitch is swung and grounded in the hole. That's going to get into right field, a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. It was not well hit into the outfield. And quickly getting it back in is Matisek. And that'll just mean runners go station to station. And that's bases loaded with only 1 out for the Outlaws. They'll now bring the tying run to the plate with 1 out in the top of the 7th.
Oh, man. This was pretty dirty.
So on the single to right, coming in to get it very quickly was Matisic, and the quick throw back into the cutoff man, they were not going to chance the runner coming to the plate with only 1 out. And that'll mean bases loaded. Turning it back over to the top of the line for Caden Bressler, his 4th at bat. Scored the only run of the game last inning when he was on first and came all the way around to score on a Liam Bailey double. So bases loaded. We'll see what Carricker can do here. 1 out, brings it home. Off speed, falls in there for a called strike. This inning got started with a strikeout, but then a base on ball, a bunt single, and a single to right field has brought us to bases loaded, 1 out. As Carricker will now step off the mound, and they're going to call a balk on that one. He did not step off properly, and that's going to lead to a Joplin run. They rule it a balk, and all the runners will advance. Coming around to score is Fagone. Min goes to third, and Woodmansey goes to second. And now a chance for some real damage this inning for the Outlaws. So now 2 more runners in scoring position. Now a 3-run ball game. Jefferson City leads this one 5-2 over Joplin. Only 1 out, so work to be done for the Renegades reliever after Braden Boyer went 6 really strong innings with only 1 run given up.
That really stinks for us now to try and we lost that force out at any base there with that balk.
This one is outside. Evens the count up here. Both runners will take the lead at second and third. Min at third, Woodmansey at second. Both singled in their bats. And now Carricker's got to deal with the top of the lineup. Called strike here. That'll make things 1 and 2. Strikeout here would be absolutely huge. Chance to get out of this, get the second out of the inning here without the runners advancing any further than second and third. Looking for the sign. Bressler swings the bat around a couple of times, still waiting for the sign, and now he's got it. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just low. Caught by Herschler just above the dirt. And all the things up in 2 and 2. Not a bad pitch though when you're ahead 1 and 2. You've got a couple pitches trying to get Bressler to chase down below the zone. He did not. Bressler 2 for 3, like I mentioned, scored the first run of the game. Was the only run of the game for Joplin, but now they've doubled up from 1 to 2 runs. Looking to do even more here. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swung on and just got a piece of that one to foul it back. That one looked off speed. And getting it really off the top of the bat, Bressler did and fouled it back. That'll keep things at 2 and 2 once again. So now back into the batter's box is Bressler.
With a count of 2-2, 1 out, runners on second and third. Renegades are still winning 5-2. Ugh.
From the stretch, and the pitch on the way. Swung and hit weakly. Mai's going to try and go out to get it. Going over to make the catch is Ott.
My
Did he get it? He does. And the runners aren't going to be able to go any farther. What an unbelievable play by Ott into foul territory, and he slid. I wasn't sure if he got it, but he made the catch. And the awareness to pop back up and throw home. Starting to tag from third was Min, but when he realized that throw was on the money, he went right back to third.
Man, that was a beautiful play by the Renegades out there from everybody's hustle to try and catch the ball. Colby lost his glasses, his hat, and then we held those runners right at second and third.
With where Ott is at second base and how that ball was hit into foul right side territory, the fact that Ott was able to run all the way over and make the slide and grab is truly some unbelievable defense. And they could go up, end up saving the Renegades a run or even more if they can get this last out of the inning. That last out will have to be Liam Bailey, who had that double for the first run last inning. First pitch is ripped into left field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. They hold the second runner at third, and that makes it 5-3, tying run now on base. That ball was ripped into left field, but hit so hard and right at Brendan Perkins, no chance for the runner on second to come around and score. But that, nevertheless, that'll make things 5-3 as Min crosses the plate. That'll be an RBI single for Liam Bailey, his second RBI of the game. So Woodmansey goes to third base. Chance to be the 4th runner of the game if he can score. Stepping in will be the number 3 hitter, Michael Long, who was grounded out into once just now, the other time a double play, and then struck out swinging for the first out of the 6th inning. 5-3 our score. Renegades lead this one falls out of the zone for ball one.
Now we got runners on the corners for Joplin with 2 outs, though.
Because that ball was so well hit by Liam Bailey right at Perkins and left, there was really just no chance to try and wave around that runner with Mancy, who is at second base. If they send him there, he's probably a dead duck at home. This one's grounded to short.
Easy out.
He's got it, flips to second, and that will end the inning. But not before Joplin gets a couple of runs to cut into this lead. 5-3 now our score, and we'll see if Jefferson City can now do some damage in their bottom half of the inning. We'll have to break. Stay with us. We go to the bottom of the 7th. So we're now going to stretch. 5-3 our score.
Water. Yep.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
MoX Dock and Norm Direct is back better than ever. Much more than your #1 ground shuttle transportation service to St. Louis Airport. Yes! MoX Dock and Norm Direct is Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Sporting events, concerts, wedding receptions, the lake, winery trips, Branson, plaza shopping, reunions, pub crawls. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. We do it all. Remember, we want you to ride MoX Dock and Norm Direct.
Back now for the bottom of the 7th inning here at Vivian Field in Jefferson City, Missouri. Thanks for tuning in on the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Ben Schmidt with Ashley Carty.
Hello,
We've got a good one on our hands. This one now a 5-3 score. Swung on and missed the first bat of the inning. Brennan Perkins. He might have actually gotten a piece that either way. It's strike one. Leads off this bottom of the 7th inning is after not a whole lot was scored. Renegades got one in the bottom of the 5th before Joplin came right back with one of their own. The top of the 6th, as this 0-1 pitch is outside. But then right when the Renegades get 2 on the Carter Mize home run, Joplin once again comes back with 2 of their own in the top of the 7th. And that's where we have our 5-3 score where we stand right now. So good one on our hands as Renegades trying to get 6 more outs and wins this one as Perkins swings and misses to that one, makes it 1-2. It'll be Perkins, Matisek, and Maslowski this inning for the Renegades and the number 9 hitter Joe Herschler if any of them can reach. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on a miss. Beautiful work there by Cole Cooper out for his second inning of work and gets the strikeout swinging to start this bottom of the 7th inning.
All right, Jack Matishak is up for the Renegades. Number 31. And he is playing third base tonight.
He is.
Yes.
No, he's playing right field. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
that
I'm
was
sorry.
Him and who's at third? Levi.
Yep.
They
correct.
They got that same bigger set. They're a little very similar looking, so they kind of tricked me up there.
That one bounces in there for the first ball of the at bat. Cooper in this one inning of work did give up the 2 runs, but has bounced back with a strikeout to start this inning. Misses high, and it's 2-0 now. Matisek had a strikeout swinging, a fly out to right field, and a single his last time up in the 5th inning.
He had a pretty good hit his last.
He did.
Last one up. Did it score a run too?
I believe so. That might have been the RBI single. Yes.
I'm killing it.
Great memory there. 2-1 count on him here. Bats from the left side. Lefty on lefty matchup. Swung and fouled off, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Good, Jack. Come on, kiddo.
Yeah, Jack had the RBI single to left field that just got down to bring in a run his last time up. Waits on the 2-2 here. This
in the
one
dirt for ball 3, bringing it to a full count on Jack Matishak.
not really close there. 3-2 now. We'll see if Matysek can reach and be the first base runner this inning. Swung on a hit foul down the left field line. That one's getting out of the play, so we'll do it again.
Oh, he's trying out there in left field. There was no chance at that.
He gave it a run at it, but really was not going to get that one.
That last inning, though, Joplin did cut the Renegades' lead down to 2 runs, so the score is now Joplin 3, Jeff City 5. Ooh!
3-2 is once again fouled back right at us. That was closer to the one from earlier.
Like, man, I thought I was getting better at this.
So now a long at-bat here.
Win it, Jack. Be a hitter, kid.
3-2 count, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th inning. 3-2 on the way. This one curves out of the zone for ball 4, and that'll be a walk.
Nice walk for Jack to get a base runner on. And it looks like we might have a little substitution here, because that looks like Nolan Drill up to bat.
So Matysek jots down to first base. You are correct.
Oh my goodness, I am so good.
Right on the money there is Nolan Drill will come in and pinch it for Levan Myslowski.
Kill it. And I'm pretty sure Nolan drilled the home run.
He absolutely did.
Game.
The one run that the Renegades did in fact score in their last game on Wednesday was a Nolan Drill bomb. Looks at ball 1 here, his first at bat of the night. Levi finishes with a single and a run scored, and then 2 strikeouts on his evening as he's pinch hit here in the bottom of the 7th.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss there.
Nolan's trying for another home run tonight.
He certainly is. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th after Cole Cooper got the strikeout of Perkins to start this one and then just walked the second batter. This one's hit high in the air, and this one's not deep. Moving under it is a center fielder Carpenter, and he makes the catch head high for the second out of the inning. Runner will trot back to first, and that'll end this play as Cooper gets his second out.
Now our friend, number 25, Joe Holscher, is up to bat for the Jeff City Renegades.
Renegades catcher singled back in the first, came around to score, and then struck out and grounded out in the 4th and 5th innings. Looks to try and extend this one and turn it back to the top of the lineup. Swung on, fouled this one back.
That was a hard hit right back to the fence.
That'll make the count 0-1. Renegades trying to add on to a lead that was just cut in half, basically. Had a 4-run lead, and now it's down to 2 after the 2-run score in the top half of the inning by the Outlaws. Pitch on the way, swung on. They're going to say he went. It was a little bit of a check swing, but he went around, and that'll make things 0-2. Joe has looked especially good behind the plate tonight on defense for the Renegades. Certainly made his money worth there behind the plate, catching for Jeff City. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3, delayed call, but that will end the inning and end the at-bat for Herschler. So no runs this inning for Renegades after they had scored in the 5th and the 6th. And that will send us to the 8th. 5-3, Renegades lead over Joplin. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
River Oak Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, River Oak Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. River Oak Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day programs. To find out more about River Oak Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
Alrighty, we've got another new pitcher for the Jefferson City Renegades here in this top of the 8th inning, and this time it is Carter Gorling taking the mound. Gorling last pitched in the Renegades' last win, that coming last Sunday against Carroll, as they won that one 3-2, and Gorling came in the 7th inning in what was supposed to be a doubleheader, so they only played 7 innings, and got the save, pitched a scoreless top of the 7th to finish off a Renegades win, and now looks to get through the 8th inning scoreless here.
Ooh.
First pitch grounded back up
Right
the middle
up the
and into center field. That's a leadoff single for Max Bruff, Joplin catcher, and he's got his second single of the game and very quickly brings the tying run to the plate here in this top of the 8th inning. That one is hit very well past the shortstop Hopkins, and that one gets into the outfield. He's doing up down on a substitution we did have last inning. Nolan Drill does stay in the game to play third base. At least that's what it looks like down there. Gorling did let a couple runners get on base, let 2 get on in that top of the 7th last week, but was able to get through its scores with a strikeout and a fly-out to end the game. Gets a swing and a miss here to start this batter, Carson Carpenter, who has struck out all 3 times tonight.
All the way from Texas. It's a long trip for some summer ball.
Max Bruff takes a pretty short lead at first as Carter Mize holds him on.
Look, Carter pick off, that'd be fun.
That would be pretty sweet for the Renegades. Now, Carpenter is in some real danger of getting his 4th strikeout of the game. Falls behind 0-2 here. And for his first 2 at-bats, struck out on 3 pitches both times. And then last time up in the 6th, worked it to 2-2 before striking out. And what was the 3rd straight strikeout for Boyer to close off that inning. 0-2 on the way from Gorling. Swung on, hit high in the air out to right field. Moving back out it is Matusek. He's going to watch it go off the wall. This is going to lead to a throw back in, and because it was hit off the wall so quickly, not moving past first is going to be Carpenter, and then going to third base will be Bruff. Honestly, I think Carpenter might have thought that one should have been gone because the way that was hit, I honestly think he should have ended up at second base there. But regardless, he stayed at first, doesn't want to make a big out here to start this inning. And now Joplin's got runners at the corners with no one out here to start this top of the 8th inning. So Carpenter will lead off of first, avoids his 4th strikeout of the game. Nicely done by him, and Bruff comes all the way around from first to third. And some real trouble now at brewing for the Renegades, looking to hang on to this 5-3 lead that they hold over the Joplin Outlaws. First of 4 straight that these 2 clubs will play against each other. First pitch will hit the batter, hits K-Lot, and that'll load the bases with nobody out. So I just mentioned I thought Carpenter should have been at second. Does not hurt whatsoever as he will move to second anyway on the hit by pitch. And a base is loaded now. Really big trouble for the Renegades. It's just a single.
Assistant Coach Bexton's coming out to have a talk with the infield on the mound.
Probably not a bad idea here as Bruff will be on third. Carpenter at second, and now Lott at first after the hit by pitch as Gorling's got himself into a little bit of trouble just 3 batters in. Joplin was down in this game 5-1 heading to the 7th inning after a Carter Mize 2-run homer extended the lead, but then scored 2 runs in the top of the 7th and very easily could score that much or more here if they are able to do some damage with the bases loaded and nobody out. Look a little bit of who will be hitting in that situation will be Sam Fagone coming up. The left fielder has hit 3 times, had a fielder's choice, albeit an unlucky one, but a fielder's choice in the 2nd, strikeout swinging, and a walk, and then coming around to score in the 7th inning. So he scored what was the 2nd run of the game for the Joplin Outlaws, looking to do some damage here and potentially tie or give this away team the lead. Gorling now back on the mound. Meeting is over, and now time to get down to work. Into the rotation with the bases loaded and the pitch. Swung on a miss, blew that one by him.
That was a good idea there by Carter Gorling.
Good pitch there to Fagone. 0-1 our count. Defense plays pretty much straight up. Mize pretty close to the infield grasp, and so is the third baseman as well. This one is swung and hit foul and over the stands, and that'll make things 0-2. So a big opportunity if Gorling can get potentially a strikeout or something else here without letting the runners advance. If you get an out here, then you draw potentially a double play opportunity, but a long way to go towards that as there's still nobody out in this inning, albeit an 0-2 count on the left fielder for Joplin. Gorling looks in for the sign from Herschler behind the plate.
Looking to finish him up right here.
Swung and fouled once again, and we'll have to stay right at 0-2.
This makes my scorekeeping job real easy, though, and I don't have to press any buttons.
Absolutely. Hopefully you have to press a bunch of buttons because 2 runners get taken out on a double play here. I think that's what the Renegades are hoping for, with one of them being an out at home. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Ooh, it looks like the Rally Deer are coming out for the Renegades, right behind that right field pole.
0-2 pitch, swung and lined out. Mize can't get it. It's into right field. Slowly hit. One run's going to score. Second run coming around from second is Carpenter, and this game is tied. Moving all the way up to third is Lotz, and 5-5 now our score. Still nobody out as Fagona's just able to muscle that one over Mize, and because it just got over Mize, it was a long run for Matisek over in right field.
Mize is a tall kid, too, so to get right over him, that was just perfect placement.
That's about as perfect as you can do it. Carpenter with the clutch 2 RBI single. Fagone with the 2 RBI singles. Carpenter was the second run that scored coming around from second. And now it's a tied ball game 5-5. Still nobody out and runners on first and third. So that'll be a single to right. As now it's being down 5-1 just an inning ago. Joplin has come all the way back to tie things up at 5, and a ball in play can take the lead. Bunt showed, and it's going to pull it back, grounded to second. Out steps on second, long throw to first. Safe is the call, run scores. That'll go down as a fielder's choice out for Cody Min. Showed bunt there at first, pulled it back and grounded it right to Ott, but it wasn't hit too hard. So by the time he stepped on second, jump throw to first, Min was able to beat it out, and a run will score in the process to make things 6-5. Very least for Gorling, you do get an out there. Runner is hired at second, and now only a runner on first. Renegades now down a run.
That's what the internet says.
So Gorling now looks to try and get out of this inning without allowing any further runs. Now trailing 6-5. This one is outside for a ball.
Now batting for Joplin, Harold Baez.
Just kidding, it's not Harold, because we said his name and then he shook his head.
Yep.
But that's what the Joplin roster says on the internet.
So unknown Joplin batter.
But number 16. So if you're at home and you're cheering for number 16 on Joplin, that's who it is.
He is now in a 1-1 count. Hits for right fielder Matt Woodmansey, who finishes the night 1 for 3, singled in his last at bat. 1-1 count here. Runner leads off of first base. That's Cody Min, who just gave Joplin the lead on a fielder's choice. This one misses low. 2-1 now our counts. So a tale of 2 different pitching performances for Carter Gorling. Perfect in a safe spot last Sunday. Has not been as effective here tonight. Giving up 3 runs,
looks like
only
we got
1
a
out.
pinch runner coming in for Joplin on first base. Number 5. Let's see who the internet says that is. Oh, Tyler Davis.
Tyler Davis is the one now running at first base. He replaces Cody Min.
He's pretty little. I bet he's a little speedy out there.
He takes his lead off of first base. A pretty good size one as Mize holds him on, but he's gotten pretty far off the bag. Not running here. Generous called strike there. Gorling gets the call. Good frame job there by Horshore too. And that'll even things up at 2-2. Gorling checks the runner over at first base, that being Davis. And it will bring home the 2-2 with 1 out. Just off the outside corner, almost the same spot as the last one. Could not get the strike call there, and we are now at a 3-2 count. We are in the top of the 8th inning. Renegades were leading this one all the way up until this inning, as Joplin has scored 3 to take a 6-5 lead. We'll see if Renegades can get out of this inning and then rally down to the last 6 outs. 3-2 pitch, big batter on the way. Swung on a miss, Gorling blew it by him, and that's the second out of the inning. Big strikeout there, Gorling gets it, and that'll keep the runner at first base now with 2 outs.
All right, up for Joplin now is number 6, who I don't know who that is.
We finally get to do a batter without a substitution. Caden Bressler back to the top of the lineup, plays second for Joplin.
Also right-handed pitcher from Kansas.
So a do-it-all second baseman for the Outlaws. Looks to keep this inning alive. Runner leads off of first base. That being Tyler Davis, who pinch ran for Cody Min right after Min gave Joplin the lead. Strike 1 here to Bressler. Bressler in his 5th at-bat has gotten on twice, picked off once, and then came around to score in the 6th inning. Bats for the 3rd inning in a row now.
Like you said, we do have a 4-game stretch against Joplin, so I wonder if we're going to see some of these switch players pitching against us within the next few days.
Would not surprise me whatsoever. Good idea.
Ooh, and the
runner
runner
goes.
is going.
Ball. Herschler cannot get it out of his glove, and by the time it gets there, no shot at the runner. Herschler had a little bit of trouble getting out of that glove, and maybe he has a shot at getting Davis at second if he can get it out of his glove, but could not do it. And by the time the ball got there, Davis was sliding in safely. So he moves up to second base, and now another runner in scoring position.
I told you he looked pretty fast. That was a good.
He got a good jump there and was
Yes.
able to beat that one out. So now runner on second, 2 outs. Goring still a chance to get out of this with only a 1-run deficit if he can get Bressler here. It was a ball on the steal attempt, so 1-1 our count. Pitch on the way. He went. That's going to be called strike 2. Bressler with kind of a check swing, but he definitely broke the plane. And now just one more strike for Goring to end this long top of the 8th inning. The 7th batter to come to the plate for Joplin as they have scored 3 runs and potential for more with 1 out at second base. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 outs, and a 6-5 Joplin lead over the Renegades.
Right now would be the great time to leave a runner stranded over at second base for Joplin.
Kicking the deal. This one is outside. It gets past Herschler. Davis going to try and go to third, and he's going to make it. That'll be a pass ball off the glove. Herschler goes to the backstop, and by the time he picked it up, Davis was already standing into third. And now even closer to the home plate for potentially a 7th run for Joplin. That'll make things a 2-2 count on Bressler. Goring certainly laboring through this inning. Has had to throw a lot of pitches. Facing now 7 batters. Looking to end it here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And a runner on third for Joplin.
Long look in. Try to get something from Herschler. Has what he wants. Sets at the belt. And brings home the 2-2. Swung on. Grounded to second. Otts got it. Up with it and throw to Mize. Easy play, like you said, and that ends the inning. But not before damage done. Joplin comes all the way back to take the lead. They lead at 6-5 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll see if the Renegades can rally. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good one.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, Walk-Off Wood Bat Company bats are made with premium-grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
Back for the bottom of the 8th inning, and we've got a brand new ball game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Joplin Outlaws coming all the way back from down 5-1 to take a 6-5 lead, and we've once again got another pitching change. One that Ashley alluded to just minutes ago, and she was spot on.
So good. It's like the Joplin coach must be listening to the broadcast over there. If you are, what's up, guys? How's it going? But up on the mound for Joplin is their second baseman, Caden Bressler.
Someone that you just mentioned as both the second baseman and the pitcher last inning is all of a sudden now in pitching. Right on the money with that one, as he will now try and keep a one-run lead for the Joplin Outlaws. First pitch to Forte is high and outside. That's a ball. His 5th at-bat of the game here in the top of the 8th inning. Bressler, the 3rd pitcher of the ball game. 5 innings from Jack Kelly and 2 from Cole Cooper as he fouls this one off to even it up at 1-1 apiece.
Right off the catcher's helmet back there.
Forte grounded out, singled again, and then struck out back in the 6th inning. So 2 for 4 on the evening, has not scored any of the 5 Jefferson City runs, but has played some really nice defense on center and has certainly done his job from the leadoff role tonight. 1-1 does not find the zone, misses, and that'll make things 2-1 now. Renegades, first time they've seen a deficit all evening as they jumped out 2-0 back in the 2nd, 3-0 in the 5th. as this one has swung on a miss to make it 2-2.
Sorry, a bug just landed right in my fingers. I'm not a bug person.
I don't think a whole lot of us are, especially when you're doing a broadcast. It's tough. 2-2 count, nobody on. First batter of the inning, Donis Forte. Did he go? He did not. That'll be ball 3, and that'll make things full. It was a close call, but Forte did not break the plane.
Like I mentioned earlier, though, our rally deer are coming out the right about center field right now, ready to help us get this game back going the right direction for the Renegades.
3-2 pitch on the way is swung on and fouled, and we'll do it again. That one headed towards the creek behind us. If Forte can get on, it'll be a chance for Kobiot, Ty Wilmsmeyer, and Carter Mize to do some damage with a runner on base. We've already seen both Wilmsmeyer and Mize do that, both with 2 RBIs apiece on the game.
So we got a full count for Mr. Forte. Ooh,
once again fouls it off, this time off his foot.
Right on the ankle, it looked like.
That can't feel too good. So Caden Bressler in his first inning of work, the leadoff hitter for Joplin, now taking the mound as he maybe has one of the dirtiest uniforms out there. He's been sliding all over the base pass.
He's going to have to take a trip to Capital Laundry after the game and get that cleaned up before their game tomorrow.
Full count pitch, swung on and once again fouled. It's a long battle to start this inning, and we'll have to do it again here in just a moment. Forte really working the count here. He's got a 3-2 trying to get on to start this inning.
If you think about it, though, Bressler's got a pretty tough position. He's been playing in the heat the whole game. Now coming in to hopefully close it up for Joplin, and he's probably exhausted already.
Called strike 3. That one looked to be inside. Don't know about that one, but it gets enough of the plate. Good catching job there by Bruff, and he will record the first out of the inning. A strikeout from Caden Bressler, new pitcher. Got to give him props there. Continue to pound the zone even after multiple full count pitches. Gets Forte to go down looking. That'll be a backwards K to start the inning. And now we'll turn it over to Colby Ott.
Man, I wanted to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got the next batter.
Colby Ott's had a pretty good game out there in the field. Remember, he had that awesome catch way in the foul line.
And if not for that catch, potentially Joplin may have even more than just the 6 that they put up so far.
Oh, we're going to have a tough call picking our player of the game to interview afterwards.
And in the batter's box tonight for Ott, he's got the double in the first inning and then walked but came around to score in the 6th. This one way high. Evens count 1-1.
Making that catcher work back there for Joplin.
Bruff had to jump up to snag that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Renegades facing a deficit for the first time all night long. Led this one as much as 4 runs at one point. This one just misses offside. Joplin dugout didn't like it, and that makes it 2-1. Like you mentioned, first of 4 of Joplin and Jeff City squaring off. 4 games all this week, 4 games in 5 days.
I think that'll be a good, I don't know, just feels like a good vibe.
That one misses 3-1. Yeah, 2 games played here tonight and I believe Wednesday, and then 2 other games played in Joplin. We'll see if Renegades can start this series started off on the right foot with a comeback victory. They've got 5 outs to put something together.
Ooh, it also looks like Joplin might have somebody else warming up in the bullpen down there.
3-1 pitch is a called strike. Ott started to motion down towards first. If you remember on that walk he had in the 6th, he actually threw the bat. Didn't go as far to do that this time, but will now have to wait for a 3-2 pitch, trying to get on base for the 3rd time tonight in his 5th at-bat of the ballgame. 3-2. Swung on, hit high in the air. This is going to be out number 2. Coming in to get is the right fielder.
They could have maybe caught that.
And he makes the catch.
They could have not caught it. He totally could have dropped that, and you're already giving us an out as soon as it hit the bat.
The way it was hit, it just looked too easy to play.
Yep,
I guess I should remember.
Up is Ty Wilmsmeyer coming in from Mizzou. Ready to hopefully get some 2-out rally action happening for the Renegades.
Wilmsmeyer does have 2 RBIs this game. Drove him in back in the 2nd inning with a 2-out, 2 RBI double to get the Renegades on the board at the time. Looks to extend this inning 0-1. This one misses low. Working very quickly now is Bressler.
He's ready to get out of the heat. It did finally cool down a
Absolutely.
little bit. She did not say very confidently.
Pitch on the way is fouled back off, and now quickly 2-strike count on Wilmsmeyer. If he can get on, it'll turn over to Carter Mize. We know what he did in his last at-bat. Put one over to that right center field wall. Wilmsmeyer can reach. How great would it be if he's able to do something like that again?
Well, then I'm sure that would hold Carter's spot right here for the post-game interview. If He managed to do that 2 times in one game. Ooh.
Just misses.
Ooh, Joplin did not like that call as their players start to walk off the field, thinking that was going to be called strike 3, but it was a little high.
Caden Bressler was pretty much on the grass off the mound, making his way towards the dugout. But now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Just misses again.
Little high.
Stone cold by Wilmsmeyer to take these last 2 pitches in the 2-strike count, and has roped it all the way back to 3-2. So it could be a really big at bat. Could be a potential turning point if he can get on. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. This one will get into the seats, and we'll do it again here. So second full count of the inning. Excuse me, third full count of the inning. All 3 batters that Bressler has faced, he has gone full 2. Looking to retire his 3rd batter in a row. Wilmsmeyer, few practice swings, waits for Bressler to get back on the mound as he now is. Looks in for the sign from Bruff and now brings it home. This one misses low, and that's a 2-out walk. Wilmsmeyer's 3rd time on base tonight.
Here we go. I think Carter Mize is ready to do something.
Mize was hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning, struck out in the 2nd, flew out to center in the 5th, and hit the 2-run bomb back in the 6th. That is the last Renegade to get a hit. Couple innings ago. We'll see if Mize can do it again. Does have the lefty-righty advantage as Mize bats from the left side.
Oh.
We're going to now have a meeting between the manager and the umpire for Joplin. Wonder what's going on here. They meet for a couple seconds. Now he's going to head out to the mound. Could we see a pitching change here or potentially just a meeting?
Fast. Maybe it's just a game plan.
Yeah.
Because they did not give their bullpen guy enough time to warm up there.
I don't think I'd pull Bressler yet, especially after how he retired the first 2 hitters. Now just 1 base runner. I know it's the tying run at first, but we'll see if they can let him try and finish through this inning.
Dad, headlights.
They're actually looking back towards the crowd as someone in the parking lot behind it has their headlights on, and that could be what this was all about. They're trying to get this person in the parking lot behind us to turn them off, because where we are located, they shine it directly on both the batter and the pitcher. So that was what this meeting was all about. Headlights still on behind us as now they're trying to go get that person to turn them off. Umpire will not start this at bat until those headlights are switched off, as Carter Mize waits to try and do some damage here. 2 outs. Jefferson City led this one at various different points, 2-0, 3-0, and then 5-1 before letting up 2 runs in the 7th and 3 runs in the 8th, and they now trail this one 6-5, bottom of the 8th inning, 1 on with 2 outs. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in with us tonight. It's been a really good game, despite the fact that the Renegades currently on the losing end still have 4 outs to try and get a rally here.
All right, looks like we got our situation in the parking lot with those bright lights taken care of. So now Carter Mize is ready to take the batter's box.
We'll see how that short little disruption affects Bressler after a mound meeting, then the headlights incident. First pitch to Mize. This one misses.
Outside.
Tying under first base. You thinking at all about sending Wilmsmeyer here?
I don't know. I'm a nervous Snelly, but he's pretty fast. Oh!
Quick pick to first.
Maybe that's what their game plan was about.
Almost got him there as Wilmsmeyer was a little bit leaning off the bag, dove back in and got back in safely. It's a lot over there holding him on for Joplin. Wilmsmeyer, he's running on this pitch. No swing. Here's the throw to second. Wilmsmeyer the slide in there easily, and he's now in scoring position. Right on time, 1-0 pitch, and Wilmsmeyer got a fantastic jump. As I don't know if the best throw from any catcher is getting Wilmsmeyer, as by the time that ball was still skipping on the grass and Wilmsmeyer slid in. So now a 2-0 count and a runner at second base. As a single will almost surely score Wilmsmeyer with the speed at second. It'll be Carter Mize who will have to do the 2-out damage, and he's ahead 2-0. Bressler checks Wilmsmeyer, pardon me. Couldn't get that one out of my mouth, but Bressler got the pitch, and it was ball 3, 3-0 count.
Carter's way ahead in this count. He works best in these conditions, but I'd say most batters do like to be ahead in the count.
One of Renegade's best hitters in the cleanup role, batting with a 3-0 count, down a run, but that tying run at second base. Here's the pitch. Misses low, and that's ball 4. So back-to-back base runners reach on walks, and a big opportunity for Taylor Hopkins coming up. So steal doesn't come back to hurt. And maybe even after the stolen base, they were pitching around Mize with the power he has a little bit. So
now we got runners on first and second with our hometown boy Taylor Hopkins up to bat
Taylor
for
Hopkins
the Renegades.
struck out, was hit by a pitch, singled and scored, and flew out to center field. 2 outs, 2 runners on for the Renegades. This one falls just inside. That'll miss a ball. That was off speed. Tried to catch the inside corner, could not do it, and Hopkins now ahead at 1-0 the count.
And just a reminder, our score, Joplin is leading 6-5. Oh,
this
ball
one
in
gets
the
away,
dirt.
and both
Everybody
runners will
is
advance.
running around.
Wilmsmeyer takes a big run around third. He will stay there, though. And now 2 runners in scoring position. A single could potentially give the Renegades the lead.
I really wonder if this was the best decision to put number 6 in on the mound after he's been playing at second the whole game, and it is hot and muggy, and you know he is tired out there.
Caden Bressler quickly got the first 2 outs this inning on a strikeout and a flyout, but has walked back-to-back and now is behind 2-0. This one a called strike. First strike since Ty Wilmsmeyer is up to the plate as Carter Mize walked on 4 pitches, and now a 2-1 count to Taylor Hopkins. You do now have the base open after the wild pitch, so you could potentially try and get Hopkins to chase, and if he doesn't, send him to first base. 2-1 pitch. This one catches the outside corner, called strike 2, and now a strike away for Joplin from getting out of this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Joplin leading this one 6-5, but Renegades have the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second base in Wilmsmeyer and Mize. Long look in from Bressler, kicks and deals. Swung on, fouled.
Still fighting out there for 19.
Hopkins stays alive.
I need you to turn my volume down.
So after that foul ball, we will do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, like I said. Bressler trying to get this final out. This one misses high. That's going to be a ball, and we are full. Like I said, base open at first, so not a ton of harm here if he does end up walking. We would see if there is someone warming down in the bullpen for Joplin. So we see if Bressler walks a 3rd straight runner, potentially go to the bullpen. Big pitch in this ball game. Renegades trail by 1. Full count. Called strike 3, delayed call, and that will end the inning. Hopkins goes down looking, and Bressler escapes a jam. Joplin dugout loves it. And that'll send us to the 9th inning. So Renegades still down a run. They've got work to do. We'll be back in just a moment.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 2-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Alrighty, back for the top of the 9th inning. And what has just in about 2 innings or so very quickly turned in from a Renegades lead to a Renegades deficit. They trail 6-5 after Joplin scored 6 runs in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. A lot has been done to lead to a potential Joplin comeback as they look to steal the first game of what is a 4-game series this week between the two squads. Regardless, it is a new pitcher on the mound for the Renegades. Tanner Schmitz enters the game, the 4th pitcher of the evening for the Renegades, after Braden Blair went 6 really nice innings, gave up just 1 run. For Caleb Carricker came in 1 inning, 2 runs, and Carter Gorling 1 inning, 3 runs. So we'll see if Tanner Schmitz can get through this 9th inning scoreless. He's got work to do facing 2, 3, and 4 in the Joplin lineup. He's going to have to go through Liam Bailey, Michael Long, and Max Bruff. Bailey has been a pretty big part in this comeback. He has gotten on base a couple different times, hitting out of that 2-hole. First pitch of the inning from Schmitz is in there, a called strike 1. Top of the 9th inning. Renegades looking to keep this at just a 1-run game, potentially come back in the bottom of the 9th inning. A 1 pitch on the way as Schmitz into the lineup and brings it home. This one is hit foul off to the right side and over everyone. That is strike 2, quickly ahead to Liam Bailey. Number 2 hitter in this Joplin lineup leads things off as they look to extend on this 6-5 lead. 0-2 pitch. Just misses. Tried to get a called strike 3. Looking there, could not do it, and that'll bring things to a 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch on the way, wind up and the delivery. This one's rocket out to short. Making the catch on the fly is Hopkins. He grabs that. Wasn't sure originally if he caught that one off the ground or just caught it on the air, but they ruled a catch. And out number 1, a diving grab. Nicely done by the Renegade shortstop. He hobbles around a bit, but he is A-okay. They're going to go out and check on him, but Hopkins is insisting that he's fine. Just says he got his foot a little bit caught up on the dive. They're going to talk with him for just a second. As Schmitz was able to get the first out of this top of the 9th inning on a line-out. Nicely grabbed on the dive by Hopkins, and he's going to stay in this ball game. Coach is heading back to the dugout. He's good to go. Does pick up a nice stain all over the front of that jersey, but it was worth it as he makes the catch for this first out. So that'll turn over to Michael Long, the 3rd baseman. Does not have a hit so far, batting in the 3rd spot. First pitch on the way. That one is in out of the glove of Hirschler. It is a ball, missed up. That'll make things 1-0. Long grounded out. Has grounded actually twice, once on a fielder's choice and once a straight ground out. Other was a double play and then a struck out. So has not done a ton of damage here. We'll see if he can get his first hit of the ball game and his 5th at bat. We'll wait for a 1-0 pitch. Schmitz brings it home. This one is outside, and that'll make things 2-0. This Joplin lineup was really held in check through the first 5 or 6 innings and then really started getting things going once it turned over to the Renegades bullpen and looks to continue to add to their lead here in the top of the 9th inning at Vivian Field. Pitch is upstairs, and that'll make things 3-0. So now in danger of a leadoff, not leadoff walk, but a walk here in this one. 3-0 now as Long gets back in, looking to get on base for the first time. The wind and the 3-0. This one is a called strike, pretty much right down the middle, but Long was never taking the bat off his shoulder on that one, and that makes things a 3-1 count. Alrighty, Long calls time, waiting on the 3-1 there. Schmitz took a pretty long look into the dugout on that one, but did not find anything he liked. And it led to Long calling time, steps out for second, now he's back in. Schmitz has got one, the wind and the 3-1. This one way high and inside, and that will be ball 4. So second bat of the inning reaches on a walk, and that'll be another base runner for the Joplin Outlaws. We'll see what Long can do down at first base. Has not reached nice. Don't totally know if he's a threat to run. But now we'll bring it over to the catcher batting in the cleanup spot. Bruff has played very well tonight, especially behind the plate, but also scored one of Joplin's runs, the 3 that they brought to the plate in that 8th inning. We'll now look to do some more damage here. Renegades hopefully he can put one on the ground to get him out of this ninth. This one is a called strike in there. Bruff looked at it, and that is the first out of the the first strike of the at-bats. Schmidt's now forced to pitch out of the stretch for the first time this inning. 0-1 pitch is swung on, weakly grounded, but that is going to be fouled just off to the left side of home plate. And quickly ahead now on the catcher, Max Bruff. 0-2, Schmitz has gotten him. Following Bruff, as soon as this at-bat ends, unless a double play, will be Carson Carpenter, who had struck out 3 times but then had a massive single in the 8th inning and then scored what at the time was the tying run, and then Cade Lott right after him. Schmitz has got one, 0-2 pitch, and will now bring it home. This one dives off the outside corner. Herschler blocks it. Runner stay put, but that'll make things a 1-2 count. Back into the backs is Bruff, taking his 5th at-bat of the ball game and his 2nd in 2 innings. 1-2 pitch. Swung and lined out to center, coming in and then going back out is Forte. He makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2. Had a little bit of trouble reading it at first. First broke in, but then take a couple steps back and made that catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So far in this inning for Tanner Schmitz, he has gotten the line out to short, the walk, and the fly out to center field as he looks to retire this 3rd out and send it to the bottom of the 9th with a 1-run score. Just reminding everyone, Renegades led this one for most of the game. We're up 5-1 after 7 before giving up 2 in the 8th. 5-1 after 6 before giving up 2 in the 7th and 3 in the 8th. Now trail 6-5 in the top of the 9th inning at Vivian Field. Fake bunt, it's pulled back, and that's going to be a balled 1 up high. Carpenter, like I said, had the 3 strikeouts before singling to right and then coming around to score what at the time was the tying run, knotting things up at 5 before later on Cade Lott would score the go-ahead run that still stands an inning ago. Carpenter, left-handed batter, facing the right-handed Schmitz, waits on this one. That one's a called strike, even up at 1-1. Carpenter looking to send us to, not Carpenter. Carpenter, the batter, as Schmitz looks to send us to the bottom of the 9th inning where the Renegades will have to rally if they want to send this one to extras or potentially walk it off. 1-1 pitch. Schmitz from the stretch. He sets at the belt and brings it home. This one way out in front. Carpenter swings over it, and it's 1-2. Carpenter has been at 2 strikes at every at-bat at some point, but in the last one, when he was behind an 0-2 count, was able to single to right. Now he's got a 1-2 count to deal with from the Renegades right-hander. The long pause. Quick check of the runner, now brings it home. Swung and lined out to right, going back to get his Matashek. He's under it, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. Couldn't see it first from where we're sitting, but Matashek ran under it to make the 3rd out. So we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back real quick for the bottom of the 9th. The Renegades down by 1 run.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Alrighty, very big spot for the home Jefferson City Renegades here at Vivian Field. Thanks for being with us on the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Ben Schmidt, here to bring you the bottom of the 9th inning and what has turned into from a Renegades lead to now a Renegades deficit. Renegades will look to try and score 1 run here to try and come back from the 6-5 deficit. It'll start with a pinch hitter. We'll get to that in just a second. I want to remind everyone to go riding with Doc and Norm Direct, Mid-Missouri's leader in premier group travel. Group sizes from 1 to 100 or beyond. They do it all. Doc and Norm Direct is also the official transportation provider of the Renegades, getting us to all our road games, including Joplin tomorrow, safely, efficiently, and in style. To book your spot for your next adventure, call them at 256-1991. So back out for his second work on the mound is Caden Bressler, as he has been able to do it all tonight. Played a great second for the first 7 innings, and now is looking to complete his second inning of work, but he'll have to do it against a pinch hitter to lead this one off. It'll be Ross Lovich, the Missouri product. The sophomore will step in as he will pinch hit for Brennan Perkins to lead off this bottom of the 9th. Lovich first pitch is hit high in the air on the infield.
Schools across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Riverville Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, Riverville Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 7th grade with 8th grade to be added in the 2023-2024 school year. Riverville Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students, with the student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full.
Renegades. Renegades.
Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, back for the bottom of the 9th inning, in the middle of the bottom of the 9th inning, where the Renegades have got something potentially cooking here, as a Renegades chant has just broken out a few seconds ago, trying to will their team back into this one, trailing a run 6-5 with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. This inning started with a pop out off the bat of pinch hitter Ross Lovich before a double down the right field line by Jack Matashek got him to second, and then a base on ball by Nolan Drew, who came into the game in the 7th inning, has runners at first and second. And now another pinch hitter for the Renegades this inning, TJ Rockerbomber, was in a 1-0 count against previous pitcher Bressler, and they decided that was enough after 5 straight balls. They come to get him, and now a new pitcher into the game, Cameron Hill, wearing number 35 for Joplin, looks to come in and get them out of this jam. He has the potential to do that here and get the save if he can get 2 outs and keep that Renegades runner out at second base from coming out to score, that being Matashek at second and Nolan Drill at first. So TJ Rockerbomber in a 1-0 count back into the batter's box. Here we go. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung and line back up the middle. That's going to be a diving stop at short. Can't make the play, and everybody's safe. He made the sliding stop and kept bobbling the ball. I thought he had a play at second, but he could not find the handle, and everyone's safe. Bases loaded on what will be an infield single to the second baseman. Incredible timing there for the second baseman to bobble the ball. It was Bressler all night long, but no longer out there since he pitched. And now bases loaded, back to the top of the lineup for Adonis Forte, playing in one of his first games with the team. How big would this be? First pitch to him is a called strike. Tying run at third base, that being Matashek, who doubled with 1 out, and the winning run at second in Nolan Drill. Adonis Forte bats from the left side facing Cameron Hill. 0-1 pitch. This one's hit down the left field line, but foul. Quickly 0-2. A very key of Forte here to put the ball in play and not strike out here. Make some sort of productive out. Once again, a Renegades chant going on. 0-2 pitch now. Runners take their leads at all bases. This one high and outside. Good catch by Bruff to keep that one from going to the backstop. And it's now 1-2 on Adonis Forte. Forte grounded out in the first, singled in the second, singled in the fourth, and then struck out in the 6th and the 8th, both times on full counts. But he's now in a big hole, 1-2, trying to keep this inning going, potentially tie or win it. Leadoff hitter for the Renegades. 1-2 on the way. Swung and hit foul off behind us, and we'll do it again. Still 1-2. Forte continuing to battle. Is it 2 straight foul balls? Off a third is Matashek. Off a second is Nolan Drill, and off a first is Rockerbomber. Renegades trail this one 6-5 with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. So they look to continue this comeback attempt. Pitch on the way. This one also high up and in. Forte leans back out of the way, and we're even at 2. Forte can't end this game right here. It'll be Colby Ott on base, who has also had a really productive day out of the 2 spot in the lineup. Forte just joined the team a couple of days ago, wearing number 44 from Rockhurst. Bats from the left side, and Hill will step off the mound and regroup. Forte wipes off the cleats, now back into the batter's box, swings the bat a couple of times in what is by far the biggest at-bat of this ballgame. Bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. This is what you draw up in the backyard as a kid. Pitch on the way, it's bounced in the dirt, gets away, but it hits off the backstop, and the runners have to stay put. With how fast that pitch was, I think, honestly, if the runner from third, Matashek, breaks there, he's probably out at the dish. And with only one out, maybe it's two if it's different, but that got by. So now a full count to Forte. He has worked it all the way full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a walk here could bring in the tying run for free. Cameron Hill came in with 1 out and 2 on and gave up hit to Rocker Bomber. 3-2 pitch. Misses high, that's ball 4, and we're tied. Stone cold take, that was not a bad pitch at all. Forte watched it, and the tying run will trot home, and Jack Matashek, we are tied at 6. Matashek scores, Nolan Drill to third, TJ Rocker Bomber to second, and Forte now at first. Now, more importantly, the winning run to send us all home is 90 feet away, 1 out, bases still loaded. Ott steps in, first pitch, swung on and missed, chased down and away, and it's now 0-1. Don't know how well you can hear behind me, but another Renegades chant. Fans are into it now. They want this game ended right here. Colby Ott bats with the bases loaded, 1 out. This one hit high in the air. This one is foul. That'll make things 0-2 on the second baseman. Doubled in the first, popped out to second in the second, grounded out in the fourth, walked and scored in the sixth on the Mize home run, and flew out to right field his last time out. Now back in 0-2, but Forte was also behind like this before he worked a walk to tie this game. Bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, tie game. Pitch is inside, drops, but stays in front of him, and that'll make things 1-2. Nolan Drill at third, TJ Rocker Bomber at second, and Adonis Forte at first. Renegades just need 1 run. We are tied 6-6 in the bottom of the ninth inning at Vivian Field. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, and Cameron Hill looking to deliver. Ott waits. Called strike 3 at the knees. Ott didn't like it, but that ends the at-bat. Okay, so that is a call strike 3. The way that at-bat ended, it was very, very weird. Ott stood around the on-deck circle like that was only strike 2, but it was a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that will end the at-bat on a strike 3 look in. It was at the knees. And now it'll be all up to Ty Wilmsmeyer with the bases loaded to try and end this ball game. Still bases loaded. A single or a walk ends this one. 6-6 our score. Bottom of the ninth. Wilmsmeyer in. This one's low and away. Good block by Bruff behind the plate, but now 1-0 to arguably the Renegades' best hitter. He's driven in 2 tonight. He's been on base 3 times out of his 5 plate appearances so far. Single, double, and walk. 1-0 pitch back into the box. He waits. This one's lined to the first baseman. He can't make the play. It kicks away. Wilmsmeyer to first. He's safe. This game is over. Wilmsmeyer walks it off, and the Renegades have won it. The Renegades storm the field from the dugout. The Gatorade cooler is being dumped on Wilmsmeyer, and they walk this thing off 7-6. Lott couldn't make the play. The ball kicked away, and with the speed of Wilmsmeyer, he beat it out to first for a walk-off single. Renegades scored 2 in the bottom of the ninth to win it 7-6. There's only a couple of players that would make it to first on that error, and Wilmsmeyer is one of them. With the speed, was hustling all the way and beat it out to end this ball game 7-6, our final score. Renegades gave this one up. They were up 5-1, let Joplin come all the way back to take a 6-5 lead, but the Renegades score 2 here in the bottom of the ninth inning, including a walk-off by Ty Wilmsmeyer to end this ball game. Not much better than that. What an electric ending to this JC Renegades ball game. They take this one 7-6, and you just heard it all live here on the Show Me Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We've got post-game and play interviews in just a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131 to see how I can help you stay in the game. That's Christopher Scott at 573-896-0131.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The preceding was an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and was a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
You've been listening to the biggest and absolute best game coverage in mid-Missouri on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball, the Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network. The Show Me Sports Network broadcast crew are the ones that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball has been brought to you by Animal Medical Center of Jefferson City, Avon with Michelle Carty, Boone County Journal, Centurion Cares, Christopher Scott, Farmers Insurance, Doc and Norm Direct, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, Hoslog Landscaping and Design, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, River Oak Christian Academy, Sawdust Studios, State Tech of Missouri, and Walk Off Wood Bat Company. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com or find us on Facebook by searching the Show Me Sports Network. The Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network, your exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball.
Alrighty, what a wild bottom of the ninth inning to end this one in a Jefferson City Renegades winning fashion. They take this one 7-6, our final score. This one was back and forth near the end, ladies and gentlemen. Renegades jumped out to a lead early in this one. They were up 5-1 at one point before the Joplin Outlaws got cooking, scoring 2 in the 7th and 3 in the 8th. This game went into the bottom of the 9th with the Joplin Outlaws leading 6-5. Renegades had to do some work. And after one batter, that being Roslovich, the Renegades were down to their final 2 outs with nobody on and down a run. and then they really got to work. After the pop-out, Jack Matashek laced a double down the right field line, then a walk to no-one drill, and a single by TJ Rockerbomber really got things going. That then led to the game being tied. Adonis Forte walked, and then Ty Wilmsmeyer ended the game on a grounder to first that he beat out one of the fastest guys on the team showing up there. And Adonis Forte's walk is what tied the game, forced in a run, that being Jack Matashek from third, walked on a 3-2 count. Stone cold take there. And then after the Colby out strike, the Renegades were bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 ball, no strike on Ty Wilmsmeyer. He hits it to first base. First baseman could not make the play, and by the time he grabbed it up, it was going to be an error on him, and Wilmsmeyer beat it out to first base. And I'll tell you what, like I said, there's not a lot of Renegades that beat that out, but he was moving up the line, ladies and gentlemen. Wish you could have seen it, and he beat that by a step or two to end this ball game, and it was all party from there. Renegades came sprinting out of the dugout. He got a nice Gatorade bath, which I'm sure felt great on this hot and humid evening. Even at 10:27, it's still pretty hot and sticky out here, and Renegades end up taking this one 7-6 fashion. So some really big stars of the game to give out. Obviously, Ty Wilmsmeyer, our walk-off winner, had the 2 RBIs back in the second inning and then walks it off here in the bottom of the ninth. Carter Mize had a 2-run bomb. Renegades haven't hit a ton over the wall here at Vivian Field so far this season, but Mize was able to do that in the 6th inning, scoring Colby Ott on this one that got out over right center field. And then you got to turn to the Renegades starting pitcher for this evening. Braden Boyer was simply excellent. 6th-inning pitch, just gave up 1 run, and that was in his final inning of work. He had 1 strikeout in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the 5th, and 3 in the 6th. All 3 coming after giving up the single and run-scoring double. So he was magnificent tonight, and he certainly deserves a ton of the credit. Along with some of the Tanner Schmitz coming in there in the 9th inning, keeping it a 1-run game. Because if he doesn't keep that a 1-run game with his 1 inning in the 9th inning, then that walk-off by Wilmsmeyer never ends this one. So a lot of key contributors. I didn't even mention all of them. There were plenty of guys with RBIs. Jack Matashek had an RBI along with a double there in the 9th inning. There were 2 RBIs brought in by the Carter Mize homer, and I already mentioned that. RBIs all across the board if you look up and down this lineup. Contributions from everyone throughout this lineup tonight. 2 RBIs by Ty Wilmsmeyer back in the second. So a really well-done game. We'll be back in just a second. We've got a post-game player interview. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Hi, this is Nick Hoslag, owner of Hoslag Landscape and Design. Every day, my highly trained team of experts works hard to give you the outdoor living area you've been dreaming of. By focusing solely on landscaping and hardscape construction, this has made us the preferred landscape and design company serving Jefferson City and the central Missouri area. Thank you for all your continued support in voting us as winners of the Reader's Choice Awards and Jefferson City's Best multiple years running. When you are ready to begin your dream outdoor project, call us at 573-301-9464 to schedule an estimate or visit hoslaglandscape.com.
All right, I said we've got a player interview, and we've got a pretty good one here tonight, the walk-off hero of tonight's game, Ty Wilmsmeyer. How are you feeling right now after just ending this one here at Vivian Field in front of the home crowd?
Oh, we're feeling pretty good. Obviously a good ball team on the other side, and we were able to scratch out a couple runs there late in the game. Pitchers did a great job there, keeping it close for us, and defense held tight, so really good to scratch out a win here at home.
Just from my point of view, it seemed like Cameron Hill, their relief pitcher, was throwing some heat there. Did you see that it was going to be kind of hard to end that game there in that spot, and then just to make contact? What were your thoughts throughout that at bat?
Yeah, obviously he's a great pitcher. He was locating pretty well, and he's got a little bit of run on that fastball. So I was able to keep my hands inside of it and hit a little thumber to the first base, but always run it out. It's the case.
Absolutely. I'll absolutely always run it out, and that paid off there. It was hard to tell how close was that play really at first base. Was it kind of bang-bang from your point of view?
Yeah, it was bang-bang. I knew I was safe, but yeah, he made a good play. Pitcher got over, and I was able just to beat it out.
So good things happen when you put the ball in play. When you initially hit that, did you kind of sense it had a chance to reach first base, or were you thinking that it was potentially going to be the third out of the inning?
I knew there was a pretty good chance of being a third out of the inning, but the ball came off the bat a little wonky, a little bit of side spin on it, so I knew it might have a chance to kick out of the way, which it did. So, yeah, just run the ball out, and good things happen.
And not only did you get the winning run, you drove in 2 runs with a double back in the second inning. I thought it was pretty cool how on that single to left field, you just kept running it up at second base. Take me through a little bit of that at bat in that sequence.
Yeah, absolutely. In that spot, just looking to drive in a few runs and get us on the board right there. So I was able to put a ball through the left side of the infield, and round first base, I saw the left fielder put a little bit of air underneath the ball and was going to miss his cutoff man, so I just went ahead and took second. Just making sure that obviously he's going to be safe right there and driving a few runs for us.
Ty Wilmsmeyer joining us here on the post game after a Renegades 7-6 win. So now it's turned to tomorrow. And sources tell me that you're going to be on the bump going for us tomorrow evening on the road in Joplin facing the same team. What's that like? You hit pretty well here tonight in the 3 spot at DH. Now you're going to go up and take the hill. What are you looking for tomorrow?
Right. Well, the mound's kind of a new thing for me again. I pitched back in high school and stuff, but I'm taking it up again, and I'll be on a pitch count tomorrow. So just go out there and attack the zone, let my defense work.
So if you knowing that you're going to pitch tomorrow and being in DH, so in the dugout tonight, are you kind of looking for things that your fellow pitchers are doing out there against this Joplin lineup to kind of take that into tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking for holes and swings and what's working against certain dudes and what isn't. Boyer threw 5 great innings for us, and I'm going to kind of feed off that and learn from what he did and what he had success with.
Well, I appreciate you so much taking the time away, coming after the celebration, join us here on the broadcast. Played great tonight. Hope you do well on the bump tomorrow, and hope to have you back out here soon. So thank you so much. Ty Wilmsmeyer once again joining us. We'll head to one more break real quick, and then I'll be back to wrap things up one last time. Don't go anywhere on the Show Me Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Alrighty, I am back at Vivian Field to finish this thing off one last time. We had a thriller here tonight. Renegades take this one 7-6 final score, and you just heard all of it on the Show Me Sports Network. And really cool opportunity there just to have Ty Wilmsmeyer, one of the heroes of the game, probably the hero of the game, ending this thing in the bottom of the 9th inning. Got to come and join us, answer a few questions. He'll be on the mound tomorrow evening, as the Renegades will travel to Joplin, looking to play what will be, after the rainouts, their second road game of the year. They're going to face Joplin in Joplin twice this week, with another home game against these guys sandwiched in between. So that'll be fun to watch. Make sure to come back to that. You would love to hear the Renegades number 3 hitter and DH, like you said, is going to be on a pitch count, but will at the very least be taking them out to start tomorrow's game. So make sure to tune in to see how he does. Great game all around. Renegades down to their last couple of outs, trailing 6-5, and they score 2 on a walk and an error, but a great hustle up the line. Great hustle by all these guys. I mentioned this earlier in the game. Forte almost beat a ground out. Wilmsmeyer beats that one out. There were plenty of times where runners were just busting it up the line, and it really paid off, and that's what makes big difference in a one-run win, and it went the Renegades' way tonight. So they moved to 3-3 on the season. They've been a little bit unlucky with the rain. Haven't played since Wednesday here at home, where they lost in extras by 1 run. Had a couple games rained out in between on Friday and yesterday, but now finally are able to get one in, and they take it victoriously 7-6. So your winning pitcher for tonight will be Tanner Schmitz. Caden Bressler will take the loss. Played second base for most of the night for Joplin, but will take the loss. 2 runs charged to him, even though it did come home on the air. But regardless, Renegades take this one 7-6. No one with the save after the walk-off. Some really good pitching early, not as much late. Plenty of offense, but a really good one all around here at Vivian Field. So much fun for me to be on the call. Hope all the listeners, we had a good turnout tonight on the broadcast. Hope everyone was able to enjoy. I was Ben Schmidt, joined by Ashley Carty. Thank her so much for coming on and giving her insight all night long. One of the Jeff City Renegades board members got to be in with us. And thank you so much once again to Ty Wilmsmeyer for taking the time out. He's got to be back here tomorrow morning to be on the bus, but he was able to come and sit down and join the broadcast a little bit. So that was so much fun. Hope you will be back with us once again. It'll be me once again on the call from Joplin tomorrow evening. And make sure to come back with us for closing things out last time tonight at Vivian Field. I'm Ben Schmidt. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and we will see you tomorrow for more Renegades baseball. Take care.
Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The preceding was an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and was a high-fidelity all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.